Continue to dream big and aim high. This pandemic calls for your best lights, not your dark thoughts. It calls for your best efforts, not lackluster and feeble jabs. It calls for high resolve, not lame excuses. And that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily.
And that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily,
Without mental reservation.
Without mental reservation.
Or purpose of evasion.
Or purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Get ready to be inspired, engaged, and empowered. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our speaker, Mrs. Miriam Kiambao Roberto.
The middle of the mountain, there's a Latin term for the middle of the mountain. It means midi. And mountain, the Latin term for the mountain is ochre. Have you ever heard of the word mediocre? It means those who camp in the middle of the mountain. And when you say mediocre, sila yung mga taong nagsasabi, pwede na, okay na yan, pwede na, nakarating na ako dito. Servant leadership. Not leadership meaning lording over all people. Diba? Meron ka, wow, authority, sundan nyo ako. Hindi. True leadership is service. Look at the example of Jesus. He served. He served people. Put God first in your life. When you put God first in your life, everything else will follow. Pray for wisdom because God has a wonderful plan in your life. And when you pray for wisdom, God will lead you into the purpose that He has for you. And this, when you walk in that purpose, you will experience life, joy, meaning, and fulfillment. And in terms of grit, hold on to this rock. Grip onto this rock that can never be shaken. That is Jesus Christ. God bless you all. Thank you so much.
To be a leader is a choice. To be a light to the world is a choice. And to shine bright is a choice. As student leaders of CEU, this is my challenge. Shine bright where you are now. Again, be bold, be courageous, be your best. Let not a pandemic stop you from shining even brighter. So this is my challenge to all of you, my dear students. Light you are, then be.
Thank you, Escalorians, for your participation in today's Leadership Congress, The Better Self Light. Leaders' individuality, grit, honor, and tenacity.
We hope we could be with you guys on our second Saturday seminar on October 17, 2020. Once again,
Yes.
I am Micaela Alisa V. Flores.
And I am Pamela Gracie Corpus saying mabuhay ka.
Mahal naming pamantasan. See you,
See you
next
next
Saturday!
Saturday!
Let us bow our heads for the invocation to be led by Miss Danica Marie Salonga. This will be followed immediately by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem to be led by the CEU Singers Malolos.
Who am I that the highest king would welcome me? I was lost, but he brought me into his love for me. Oh, his love for me. Who the sun sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. Free as He has ransomed me, His grace runs deep. While I was a slave to sin, Jesus died for me. Yes, He died for me. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. When I am who you say I am. Who the sun sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome our hosts for today, Pamela Grace Corpus and Micaela Alisa Flores.
What's up, everyone? Hello to all Escolarian students and leaders from CEU Manila, Makati, Malolos, and Las Piñas who are watching us right now. Hello, everyone. Hello, Ate Mikay.
Hello, Pami. Hello, everyone. Hello to our student leaders. Kamusta naman kayo? For sure, karabihan sa inyo ay nakahinga-hinga na dahil tapos na ang ating final exams at ang ating block 2. So, congratulations to everyone. Ngayon, tama na ang stress because today is our day to enjoy, have fun, and feed our minds with knowledge. Kaya naman, welcome back, Escolarians, to our Virtual Leadership Congress 2020, ang Panday Series, Lilok. Once again, I am Micaela Alisa V. Flores, your University Student Council Manila Treasurer.
And I am Pamela Grace C. Corpus, your University Student Council Manila Second Vice President. And we are your hosts for today.
That is right. And today is the celebration of our second Saturday seminar, which is entitled Dignifying the New Normal, Soil, Shaping Online Influence and Leadership.
Yes, and first and foremost, everyone, we would like to congratulate and thank those who participated last Saturday. Our day one was surely an amazing experience, starting from Dr. Padalina's message, in which she stated that we shouldn't use the virus or any challenges as an excuse to do mediocre work, and that we should always push ourselves beyond our limit to create an outstanding output.
That is right, Pammy. That was also one of my takeaways from our president. One of the things that struck me as well is when Mrs. Miriam Kiambao Roberto said that we should imagine ourselves as mountain climbers. Us being the climbers, the stiff mountain trails being the life challenges, and the summit, which is the tip of the mountain, being our dreams and goals. She indicated that we shouldn't be campers who tend to get stuck and be contented in the middle of the mountains. We should be climbers who continue to strive and work hard to reach the summit. She touched us with her experiences, knowledge, spirituality, love, and faithfulness to our Heavenly Father. And she truly inspired many of us in honing and developing our grit, honor, and tenacity in being a leader.
Indeed, I totally agree. And Ate, I would also want to share this because this also didn't leave my mind after our seminar last Saturday. So this is from our USC Manila advisor, Dr. Carlito Bialaer. He said that those who inspire people are the light themselves. Especially now during the challenges, chaos, pain, and sufferings, we need more people who inspires and gives light to those who are lost and in need of guidance. As servant leaders, we must establish the qualities needed to be a great example and to be the person who people could trust. We must know how and when to act for the betterment of everyone and continue to motivate and touch people's lives.
I totally agree. And based on the very heartwarming feedbacks last time, we can officially say that our day one seminar is truly remarkable. And I bet lots of our viewers are excited for today's new learning and experience from our new guest speaker.
Yes, and I am so excited for that, Ate Mikay, as well. And I'm sure everyone watching us are thrilled. Right,
Yes.
guys? Yes, actually, I would like to share that for this Saturday, we sought the support of our partner, the CEU Malolos University Student Council, together with all their student councils and student organizations. They were the ones who prepared and sponsored all the video presentations for today. So let's give our CEU Malolos officers a big round of applause, everyone.
Thank
Come
you very
on.
much, CU Malolos. Okay.
Yes, so we encourage our viewers from Facebook, CEO Workplace, and YouTube to feel free and type in your greetings, comments, and spread the good vibes on our comment section. Again, don't forget to state if you're from CEU Manila, Makati, Malolos, or Las Piñas. Of course, also make sure to stay tuned for our day 2 raffle and get a chance to win prizes later in the program.
Thank you, Pammy, for that information. Now, to formally start today's seminar, let me introduce to you our keynote speaker for the second day of our Leadership Congress 2020, ang Panday Series, Lidok. He is currently the director of the College Student Affairs of the La Salle University Laguna campus. He has extensive experience as an educator and as a student affairs and services practitioner, having been in the academe for a total of 15 years. Prior to joining DLSU, he served as the head of the Student Involvement Office from 2012 to 2019 and head of the Office of Student Behavior from 2009 to 2012 at the De La Salle College of St. Benilde. He also worked as a coordinator for student development at the Office of Student Affairs of Adamson University from 2005 to 2008. He recently earned his Doctor of Philosophy in Management degree from Colegio de San Juan de Letran, Calamba with flying colors. He graduated summa cum laude and with a Benemeritus Award for his research.
Yes, Ate Mikay, and he has also been very active with the different local and international associations that are devoted to advancing the welfare of the students and educators. As a student affairs and services practitioner himself, he made sure to establish networks and linkages that could assist him in improving his skills and knowledge in attending to students' development and welfare. Locally, he currently serves as the national president of the Philippine Association of Practitioners of Student Affairs and Services Incorporated, or PAPSAS. His international affiliations include serving as an executive committee officer of the Asia Pacific Student Services Association, or APSA, and as a global e-mentor, active member, and Philippine representative to the International Association of Student Affairs and Services, or AASAS.
He is committed to being a prime mover in the field of student affairs and services in the country by consistently promoting the welfare of the students and the SAS practitioners through the different programs and activities of PAPSAS Incorporated and the other organizations where he belongs. He also serves as a member and resource person in technical working groups for policies and guidelines crafted by the Commission on Higher Education that pertains to student affairs and services. He specializes in student development and welfare, organization development, program development and management, and researches on SAS. He consistently imparts his knowledge in developing students to become global citizens who are competent and socially responsible. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored, me and Pam are very honored to introduce to you Dr. Leandro A. Loyola.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much, Mikay and Pam, for that very generous introduction. Hello, Escolarians. Kamusta kayo? How's everyone? I see that we have a lot of participants for today, no? So lalo tuloy ako na pressure, no? I mean, coming from last week that it was Miriam Kiambao, and now this week it's me, no, who's gonna talk to all of you. But I still feel very blessed, and I am very honored to be here with you all today. And I would like to extend my thanksgiving to Dr. Olaer, of course, for inviting me to be with you today and to share with you some of my insights and my ideas about the topic that was given to me. No? Actually, the topic that was given to me is very timely, and the main way of how it was conceptualized, I think, is very philosophical as well. No, Siyempre, Dr. Lito yan eh. I mean, coming from your topic, I mean, from your Leadership Congress 2020 as called as Panday. So meaning really, this is the training for all of you, and you are being molded, no, to be the best student leaders that you can be despite this pandemic or despite this new normal that we are all in. So today, like what Mikay and Pam have mentioned a while ago, we will be talking about dignifying the new normal and the soil, no, the shaping online leadership or soiling or shaping online influence and leadership. But before I go to our main topic for today, I would like to initiate muna or to lead a short icebreaker for all of you. Are you all familiar with the game, the put your finger down? Aware ba kayo doon? I'm reading on the comments ha. You can answer on the comments para kasi I would want this talk sana like a conversation lang with all of you, no. I would like you to participate and to share with me also your insights in some of the points that I'll be sharing later on. So yeah, just feel free to comment and to share with me also your ideas. Okay, sige. So you're familiar naman with the game, no? Of put your finger down. So I'll be asking some questions, and if the question is yes, you just have to put your finger down. So, but we'll be using only one hand, okay? Your right hand. Can you all raise your right hand now? Ayan, like that. Sige, I'm not seeing you, pero I hope that you are also doing what I'm doing right now, okay? Ayan, so, and then, whenever I ask question, if your answer is yes, you will have to put down one finger, okay? But we're going to start with the little finger, okay? With the pinky finger, okay? Ito muna natin ibababa. All right, let's start now. Sige.
Hi,
Please
sir.
raise your... Ay, hi, Pam. Yan, si Pam will
Yes po. We will
be our
join you po.
sample. Ayan, sige, okay.
Hello po.
And Mikay. Yeah, welcome back, Mikay and Pam.
Hello po,
All right.
sir.
Sige, ayan, para may kausap naman ako. Ito
Sure
yung medyo
po.
challenging kasi with
Okay.
our new platform. You know? Okay, so
Okay.
your right hand, raise your right hand right now,
Okay.
okay?
Ay, right hand.
So,
Okay.
you start with your pinky finger, ha? The
Okay
first
po.
one. All right, so put your finger down if you are an Escolarian. Okay?
Ang hirap yung baba ng pinky.
Medyo mahirap po.
Okay lang po.
Challenging ba?
Ayun po.
Challenging?
Okay lang po yan.
Okay, sige. And next, put your finger down if you have a Facebook account. Meron ba?
Okay.
Yes po.
Okay.
Yes po, sir.
Third question. Put a finger down if you have seen a TikTok video today. No? For today, if you have seen a TikTok video today. Okay, nakababa na ba?
Yes po.
Alright, so you
Yes
already
po,
have
sir.
you only have two fingers left. Ngayon, yung instruction naman is for you to put the remaining fingers to your head. Point it to your head. Okay? And
Like this,
then,
sir?
yeah, like that. Ayan. Okay, be ready. Hope those who are at home and who are listening and watching us are also doing the same.
Gumagawa
we
nga
can
din po
all-
sila, pero yung antawag doon, yung hand na emoji.
Yes po. We see a lot of
Ayan.
emojis.
Sayang.
Sige, okay. So let's see now how good you are in doing the It Really Hurts challenge.
Pakistado ko po yan. Saglit. Wait lang.
Go!
Oh my
Ready lang?
God. Dok, practice po namin yan sa bahay.
Sanay na sanay po yan si Ate Mikay.
Mami, binubuking mo ako.
Mukhang
Oh
nag-practice
my
kanina si Mikay bago tayo Mary, ah.
Opo, Dok. Kanina po pag-ising. Exercise ko po yan. Char.
Wow. All
Thank
right.
you,
So thank you
Doc.
very much for participating, Pam and
Thank you
Mikay. And
as well.
Thank you, everyone.
I hope you enjoyed that first icebreaker that we had. So ayan, introducing to you si Mimiya. Most likely you already know Mimiya. No? Mimiya is a graduate of Benil, no? Claim to fame ko lang din. Mimiya who used to be our student orientor in our office, no? During her college years. So kaya medyo yun. Talagang support kami kay Mimiya. Yung kanyang mga fellow student leaders also in Benil. Anyway, so we will be talking about today about dignifying the new normal and shaping online influence and leadership. So if you're going to look at it, medyo challenging yung topic, no? When I first read it in the invitation, sabi ko parang mabigat, medyo mabigat, no? Parang it's kasi nga parang it talks about dignifying, parang the term dignifying ngayon medyo, 'di ba, questionable at some point, no? And even the shaping of online influence and leadership. Parang the question there is how do we shape and in what form are we going to shape online influence and leadership? But I am actually happy to have this kind of topic because it also enabled me to learn a lot of things when I did my research and when I prepared my presentation. So I also learned a lot from the things that I've read, no, and have seen coming from the information both from the social media and also from researches of other people. Okay, so let's begin. Sige, but before we go to the meat of the topic, I would like to invite every one of you, those who are at home, no? To please go to slido.com. Maybe you can still open another browser or another window so that you can go to slido.com and please input the number 16465. Okay, so that we can you can participate in our poll. Okay, sige. Are you there na ba? Let me see. Okay, so for our first poll, I would like to ask you to please describe how you feel right now in one word or phrase or emoji. Are you seeing it now? Are you guys in Slido already? Okay, you feel excited? Wait lang ha, para I can also share it to you. Sige, just keep it coming. Only 6 pa lang. 6 pa lang ang nakakapag-include ng kanilang ano. Ayan. Can you see it now? All right. Sige. Wow. Triple hearts. Happy, happy. Happy yung main ha, yung medyo malaki. Ayan. Sige, excited, love, fine, grateful, empty, okay, interesting. Busy, okay. Anxiety. There's a sad face, okay. Anxious, okay. Stressed, stress-free, good. Pumped, all right, that's nice. Blessed, overwhelmed, okay. Low energy, tired but blessed, okay, that's nice. Ecstatic, I've seen ecstatic there. Psyched, okay. Ano pa ba? Okay, sige lang. Okay. So if you're going to look at it, no, yan, thank you for your answers. If you're going to look at it, we have happy as the main no word for the day. So I'm happy to know that you are happy also, no? That many of you are happy now to be here in this event and to join us in this learning session about shaping online leadership and influence. No, I understand that others might be feeling something, like tired and also anxious, and that's fine. No, it's okay to feel those things. No, if you feel stressed, it's okay, and hopefully this session would help you to lessen the stress, no, and the others are stress free, okay, and others are sleepy. Totoo yan, no, because our time right now is the holy hour. Parang ang sarap mag-siesta, no, medyo makulimlim pa man din ngayon. But yeah, okay, thank you very much for all your answers. Sige, so let's move on now to the next question. I have another question for you, no. This one, I would like to know, what are you excited about with the new normal? Is there anything that you are excited about with the new normal? Since we're going to talk about the new normal. And is there anything exciting about that kind of situation? All right. You're excited with the new setup, overwhelmed, or probably the new normal is overwhelming, no? Family time, you're excited about family time, of course, because you'll be staying at home. Hungry, okay. Bonding, staying at home, okay? You really like staying at home, no? While others naman are not really comfortable in staying at home, but it's okay. Ayan. More sleep, hopefully, no? Hopefully, new experience, vaccine. Yeah, hopefully there's also a vaccine. Adjustments, more time with self, okay? More time for self and family bonding. Ayan, none unless the government has a change of heart. Interesting. Sleep all day, okay. Opportunities to be independent, managing your own schedule. I understand you're already done with your finals, so hopefully you have a time now to rest for a while, no? Before you go back to school, to your online classes. Self-love, time for self, movie marathon, okay, family bonding, sleep, online games, cool, no? Chat with crush. Oo nga naman, no? Kasi hindi na rin siya busy, sana. Challenges. Okay, games. All right, self-improvement. Okay, more time to study. Wow, nice, no? More time for introspection. Wow, knowing the self, being aware of yourself. Oh, that's good, no? More time with family and more on self-love. Self-love. Okay. All right. So thank you very much for your answers, no? Ayan, self-growth. So, I'm happy to know that many of you have mentioned naman, no, really nice, parang positive outlook on the new normal, no, on what to expect on the new normal. I mean, even if you mentioned there that you would want to sleep during the new normal, in this new normal, that hopefully you get to have more time to sleep, that is still a positive thing to do, no? Kasi nga, you will be uh, yeah, no, that will be for your own self, no, for your own good, for your relaxation, and most especially for your mental health, kasi yun yung isang bagay na binabantayan natin talaga ngayon, no, no, that this kind of setup will not really affect our mental health in a bad way. All right, sige. So let's go back now to the slides. Thank you for your participation, and at least ngayon nakapag-set na tayo, no? Ayan, si Pipay at saka si Aunt Julie. Anyway, okay, so just to give you an overview of what's going to happen today, no? So we will be talking about dignifying the new normal. So what is this new normal nga ba? What do we know about this new normal? And how can we dignify it? Kasi parang the term dignify is very big, no? It's very challenging also for me when I was contemplating at it at first, no? Parang sabi ko, how do you dignify? Ano ba yung parameters o pamantayan or something like that? But we'll discover, no? We'll try to discover that all together. And then we move on to the shaping of online influence, no? Kasi nga, as of now, talagang malaking bagay ang social media sa ating buhay. And this pandemic or this new normal has actually brought us to the use of social media more often than before. I would like to believe, no, that we are more reliant now to social media or to being online, to the internet right now because of the pandemic, because of what we experienced, than it was way back then, no, when we are doing still the face-to-face. So how do we maximize our capacity to influence as leaders online? Because we are also bringing ourselves online as student leaders. So how do we influence now, or something like that? And of course, lastly, we will be talking about your role as student leaders, no, about student leadership. And I'll be sharing with you the exemplary leadership model towards a better normal. All right. Okay, so let's begin by trying to understand what dignifying the new normal is. No, when I search for dignify, Cambridge dictionary said that dignify means to cause something to be respected and considered important. So dignify is a verb, it's an action word. It's something that you do. It's something like a sort of a call to action, or something that you consciously and you put effort on it and you act on it. No, so you dignify the new normal. The new normal is something that is within us now. It is in our midst right now, and it is our responsibility to ensure that the new normal is respected and considered to be important, because we don't have any other choice, no. I would like to say na yun nga, we are already in this situation and we have to do something about it. We have to consciously exert effort and take action in ensuring that the new normal is something that is respected and dignified, at hindi natin siya pwedeng baliwalain. Okay. All right. The era of the new normal, no? Actually, yun na nga, sabi ko nga, we are already there in that new normal. It is actually one of the famous terms nowadays, no? If you would notice, parang lahat ng tao are talking about new normal. But I think, nangunguna pa rin, no, when it comes to being the word of the year, yung you're on mute or you're muted. Do you agree with me? No? Parang yun pa rin yung una talaga na favorite term for the year. Yeah, but anyway, kidding aside, but what really is this new normal that we have right now? How is this going to affect our lives, and most especially our roles as student leaders in our respective institutions? No, kasi sa inyo, of course, in CEU as Escolarians, you have your ways on how to handle it probably, and I think napaghandaan yan ng university. No, same way in our university, we are still we have already put in place some ways on how we can actually adjust to that new normal. Well, the new normal means a change in the way we live and do things. The disruptions caused by the pandemic enabled transformations in all sectors, including education. As partners in the education system, we are now expected to be mindful and considerate of different possible situations of our fellow students and teachers as they also traverse the path of this new normal. The new normal pushed us to use technology and other resources that will enable us to reach out to all. In some sense, it also invalidated our existence, no? And many of our functions as student leaders were considered to be non-essential during these times, because the focus of many universities really on the academics. And actually, nagugulat nga ako when there are some student affairs practitioners who would ask me if pwede bang mag-create daw or mag-continue with activities for the students in the online setup. So sabi ko, I think yes, no? Parang there's no need to stop that. I think more than anything else, mas dapat nga na ngayon, no, that the student leaders are empowered, the student organizations are activated, because this is going to be very helpful to the rest of the student tree. Well, the new normal also required us to be more conscious of our health. No, we are now keeping gears like face masks, face shields, gloves, and even PPEs, because we cannot be irresponsible and be regarded as the source of the virus. Our social lives were affected also as we practice social distancing, which makes us meters away or even miles away from our friends, families, and fellow students. Well, the new normal surely has its lights and shadows, but what is important is how we take advantage of the opportunities that it brings, like learning new things in order to survive and finding solutions, because life must go on. And leadership can still be expressed whenever needed and wherever possible. Kahit na new normal pa yan or old normal pa yan, hindi reason yon for leadership to stop. Okay, it is in the period of this new normal that student leadership is expected to flourish and strengthen, knowing the many opportunities that the situation brings. And actually, ito nga, isa tong example, no, of that opportunity of us being here together, because the pandemic or the situation of being online did not stop us to be together and to learn about student leadership. No? And because student leadership or leadership is the ability to influence, no, it would be better for the student leaders to use this ability in promoting holistic development and well-being and involvement of your fellow students. Okay. The experience of the pandemic is really game changer, no? It's really a game changer for many, or if not for all of us. Sabi nga ni Dr. Ghebreyesus, the Director General of the World Health Organization, the world will not and cannot go back to the way things were. There must be a new normal, no? A world that is healthier, safer, and better prepared. It continues to break records. No, the pandemic, the experience of the pandemic continues to break records in terms of how it impacted the different sectors. It certainly affected the economy of many countries, as businesses had to halt operations to curb the threats of the virus, and it cost millions of dollars of losses as it disrupted tourism, trade, and production industries. But looking at the statement of Dr. Ghebreyesus, the statement tells everyone to still adapt an encouraging approach in dealing with the threats of the pandemic. The situation that we are all in surely brought us in a dark place filled with uncertainties, doubts, and frustrations. We all became worried as to how to go about in handling the situation, considering it is all our first time, no? At least for this generation, to be heavily affected by such a crisis. And knowing that there are people getting sick and actually dying, some of them may even be our related to us, no? Like our relatives or friends or acquaintances, we all became doubtful of the conditions and the truth that is being shared with the public, no? While others even felt frustrated about how things are being handled, which brings us in a more difficult situation. No? Tulad nga ng comment kanina. Ayan. But despite all this, the World Health Organization from the start has been calling for a change of perspective in looking and addressing the effects of the pandemic. WHO promoted optimism as the Director General, no, emphasizes being in the same boat, because all of us, no matter where you are in the world, in one way or the other, are affected by this condition. But at the end of the day, it will all boil down on how are we choosing to handle the situation. It may be hard to get inspired because we seem to be facing a lot of problems now, and I pray that we still keep even a tiny spark of hope that things will still be well and we will all get over this stronger and better. We did not choose to experience this pandemic, but we can definitely choose how to respond to it.
Who's that Pokemon?
Ayan.
Rar, rar, rar.
Okay, so one way of on how we can actually handle it, no, is through evolution and transformation. We are actually, this situation forced us to evolve and to transform altogether, no. Parang others are evolving while immediately we need to transform into something. The difference is that evolution is the process of accumulating change, while transformation is the act of transforming or the state of being transformed. Well, evolution, as they say, is gradual development or advancement of something, while transformation, there's a change to a completely new avatar at a faster pace. No, parang we become something different or something new because the situation requires us to do so. Evolution is easier as it is voluntary because over time, no? So parang what's happening right now, what we are experiencing is part of the evolution of what the evolution should become, no? But as we go through that evolution, we are being transformed as well as individuals, no? Considering our different roles, whether in school or at home. Yun nga, so evolution is easier as it is voluntary, more methodical, and happens at the phase that suits the individual or the business in a way. No, the changes are actually in tune also with the requirements of the time. But transformation is not that easy. Also, no, it typically happens as a result of a rude awakening that one has been left behind. Tulad nga ng nararamdaman or na-experience natin ngayon, no, parang mga metamorphosis na yan, no? But what we are actually trying to aim is for us to evolve to our better version. We hope that this experience would help us to evolve into something that is better, no, for the better. And we all transform and be extraordinary because these trying times also require extraordinary measures from all of us. So let's keep an open mind. Let's think outside of the box on how we can actually transform and relate that to our roles as student leaders in our institution. And one way of being effective in transforming is actually by using the technology that we have right now. No? Because technology is our best friend right now. I would like to say, no, thank you to technology that the world became smaller. That regardless of us being at home, we still get to stay connected with the people that we want to connect with, and we get to do things that we need to do. No, in our present condition, evolving and transforming are both necessary, so we will be able to become a better leader. And we have to acknowledge the different drivers in advancing educational and leadership development, like technology. Technology plays an important role in our lives now, be it on a personal level by providing quicker and easier means of engaging with our family and friends, no matter where they are, and professionally in performing our duties and responsibilities, especially now that our movements are being limited by the pandemic. As student leaders, we are given that opportunity to take advantage of the available technology to reach our fellow students and lead them to continuous personal and professional development. Technology can serve us in extending the practices that place the students at the center of learning and leadership development experience. So this new normal has brought us to another world, no, the digital world, because the immediate response to ensure continuity of learning and education is to bring it in the virtual or on the virtual spaces. The student leaders must also be present there, to contribute to the promotion of a balanced student life experience. Thus, the value of being a digital student leader. Because the majority of the students now are digital natives, right? The Gen Z, as they say, are all digital natives already. So it is really necessary for all of us, especially for us, for the teachers, to be present where the students are, and that is by the use of the technology that is around us. Okay. Another way is by unleashing your creativity, using your technology, mix it with your creativity and your innovativeness, and then definitely that will be a very good factor to succeed as a student leader. Because student leaders are expected to be role model in all aspects, and consistency should be the key, no? And yes, of course, I know that all student leaders are very creative. You just need to have that kind of uh, opportunity to unleash your creativity and to express yourself, because that would really help you in continuing your roles as student leaders. Okay, so let's go now in shaping online influence. No, what about shaping? What do we mean by shaping? No, parang isa pa to tulad ng dignifying, it's also an action word that we have, something that we have to act upon, something that we have to do. No, and when we say shaping, it takes form. No, parang it evolves also from one thing to another, right? It could be by setting the standards, or changing the form, no, from something that is like this right now to something that is like that in the future, no. And we can take it, the parang yung shaping can also be good, or it could also be bad, no, it may be wrong or right. But what's important, no, is that in shaping the online platforms or the online influence that we have right now, we do it if we will be optimizing our online presence for the better. So I think that would be the key. No, we have to think, and we have to take the form of something that is better than before. Okay. So now I would like you to go back to Slido again for another poll. Ayan. So for those na hindi nakapag-Slido kanina, okay, no, para you can have another poll. It's the same, ano naman, no, same code. Okay, wait lang. Let me just go there. Ayan, can you see it now? Okay, so let's go now to poll number 3. So my question here now is, what social media apps do you have or keep? No, since we are already talking about social uh, online influence, no. So please share with us, with the rest, no. What? Wow. Okay. Sige, so at least those who answered, no, nangunguna si Facebook, having almost all of those who responded with having a Facebook account. Sige lang, keep it coming. Actually, this is a very good data that we can collect, no, to know where the students are, where your fellow students are. Okay, are they on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram? Which one do they use more often, di ba? Because we have to reach them. We have to reach to them, no? Ayan. Okay, 79 have responded. At nangunguna pa rin si Facebook at YouTube. Actually, tumaas yung no, yung subscription kay YouTube, or at least yung creation of accounts on YouTube, because many people are really creating their contents now on YouTube. No, in the hopes that they will also go viral. Ganyan, no? All right. So we have 98. Okay. Sige, ayan. So yeah. So number 1 si Facebook, no? Number 1 si Facebook pa rin. And then followed by YouTube. Very few pala ang nagti-TikTok, no? Okay. Dating apps, only 7%, no? Mukhang happy naman sa life, hindi kailangan ng kadate at hindi kailangan ng love life. Tama ba? All right. So yeah. So Facebook pa rin yung number 1, no? Facebook is still the most preferred app or social media app of the youth for today. At least for the Escolarians, no? So Escolarian student leaders are mostly on Facebook. Okay. So very few lang yung sigurong sumagot na walang Facebook. Okay. Thank you for that. Konti lang ang nagti-TikTok. I heard you have parang mga games on TikTok, di ba? Parang you create content on TikTok and it will be shared to the rest of the university students ngayon. Oh, that's a good idea of engaging your students or fellow students. Okay, sige. So let's move on to the next question. I have another question for you related to this. There. So what is the primary purpose of your social media accounts? If you have Facebook, if you have YouTube, what do you use it for? Why do you keep them? What is its primary purpose for you? Sige nga, let us know. For updates, to connect, communication, entertainment, okay, to communicate with family from afar. Yeah, especially if your parents are abroad or working abroad, if your relatives are also somewhere else, yeah. Socialize, okay. To be aware of what's happening. School purposes right now, it becomes a big deal also of using your social media account for school purposes. That's true. Study, work, sometimes for entertainment, connecting with people. I saw one there. Where is that? Keeping myself updated, news and entertainment, interact, business, memes. Okay, yes. Ako din, sometimes I just spend some lazy days or lazy times looking at memes, going over the different memes. Yan. ACAD purposes, for entertainment and communication, to check the news, for news, that's nice. Okay, but generally, majority are using their social media accounts for entertainment and communication purposes. Okay, entertainment meaning to say because you have your YouTube, so most likely you are just watching contents to be entertained, no? To shop, yeah, that's true. Online shopping, studies, interacting with friends, and to get updated and to communicate. All right, thank you for all your answers. Ayan, ayan, this is actually a very good data also, to have and to use on how are we going to maximize the use of social media accounts. So now you know that the students use it for entertainment and for communication. So you would already know what contents are you going to put up on your social media accounts, as an organization or as a student leader. Okay, thank you for that. I'll stop the poll na para we can already go back to the original slides. Okay. So let me just share that screen again. Sorry, I had to go back and forth because this is different. Hindi yata hindi ma-embed kay Canva si Slido, But I think Slido can be embedded in Google Slides. Kaya lang mas comfortable ako in using Canva. Naging best in Canva na nga ako eh. But anyway. All right. Okay, so online influence, talking about online influence. No, hindi ko nga lang nakita doon no sa sinabi ninyo on the purpose of your social media accounts of influencing people. Kasi nga most likely most of you are there to be subscribers, no? To be the watchers and not really the ones creating the contents or the ones who would want to influence. But as of now, no, since we are using this technology and we are all online influence is already becoming a trend, no? Online influence is the use of online media platforms to affect, no, to provide, to have an effect on the perception or behavior of other people. So if you would look at it, it affects our behavior and at the same time our perception. It can change the way we think and the way we act. No, the influences that we get from online media. Uh, that's why we can say that social media really serves as a tool of power because you can use that power to influence people with something that is good or something that may be bad. Okay? Many people use social media. Some of them even rely on it already, for different things. Like, for example, for their mental health, there are some na hindi na nila kaya to live their lives or to spend the day without looking at their social media accounts or engaging with people over social media or creating a content on TikTok, no? Kahit nasaan man silang lugar, nasa train, nasa bus, or wherever they are, ganyan, no? It also can also be considered as something that helps them to be well as individuals and even for their livelihood, no? Kasi nga itong pandemic talaga nakatulong din siya for those who have online businesses. And when we say influence, like what I have mentioned a while ago, no, it can either affect or give an effect or have an effect or affect us, no, in different ways. Okay. So because of that, no, ito pala, have you seen that documentary from Netflix, The Social Dilemma? Sige nga, sa comments if you have seen it, no? So I have, excuse me, compiled here some quotations, no, or some points that were taken from that documentary. Actually, napanood ko na yung documentary siguro mga 3 times na. Pinanood ko na siyang pinaulit-ulit, no? Kasi nga, it's very interesting to know, no? I mean, the revelations coming from those people who used to be backing up or who used to be working, who used to work, no, in these social media platforms before, and they revealed talaga the purpose of why they are doing it. And something that really struck me there is the monetization. Okay, no, meaning to say everything in social media can be monetized, and that is already happening right now. And most especially, kaya nga nasa gitna siya, no, I would like to agree in this that social media is already a drug, considered to be a drug because it's already addictive, no? And many people are really addicted to social media right now. Another thing is that the reality that if you're not paying for the product, then you are the product. Meaning to say, social media, we are not just the ones using it, we are actually being used by it, no? So it's a bit scary, you know. It's really something that we have to look into also and to consider, no? Parang how present are we in social media? What are the things that we share on social media? Because we have to protect ourselves as well, no? And if you would look at it, that one of the CEOs, I think, no, mentioned there that they want to psychologically figure out how to manipulate people as fast as possible, because the faster that they can manipulate people in liking or watching the ads or buying this stuff, no, influencing them in that sense, would also create them big fortune, no, that would mean money for them. So these are the social dilemma that documentary in Netflix showed us, the the dark side of being in the social media. But if we are also going to assess it, no, if we're going to deduce it, no, the social media or the social network also has its good use. No, we can actually put the platform into good use. It's really dependent on how we use the social media that we have and how we maximize its capabilities. No, like for example, we use social media like what you have mentioned a while ago, that you use your social media mainly for communication. Social networks made the world smaller. You know, it made us feel near to our family and friends who are away through the different communication platforms online. Like yun nga, yung mga WhatsApp, Viber, di ba? Or wherever you are, as long as you have that app, you can easily connect to those people. Especially for those with OFW parents, who are in a long distance relationship, etc. No? So it can really bring us close to one another. In terms of economic opportunities, no, the social platforms or social media platforms can be a venue to have your online businesses, no, and to merchandise, especially during this pandemic, like what I have mentioned, no, parang it allowed many to start their businesses online. So yung mga small home-based enterprises, no, that focuses on their outputs like their cooked food, baked goods, yung mga food trays, ganyan, or even yung artworks, they are being sold, no. At yung usong-uso ngayon, yung mga plants, no. Yung mga plantitos and plantitas na yan. So they get to use the social media into good use by earning a livelihood through the economic opportunities that it offers. Thirdly, for education and information, you also mentioned that a while ago that you're using your social media networks for your online classes, no, for your education. And now, especially in this situation that we are all online, we do our classes online. It really helps that we are connected with our friends or with our classmates, with our teachers over social media. It helps in reaching the students and the teachers. And actually, I find the students I work with who benefit from direct instructions on using social media kasi nga parang they get to learn more, no? Parang they get to interact kasi mas madali nang kumontak ng mga tao. Like for example, if they need to interview someone with this kind of experience and all that, or they just have to search it over social media or on their Facebook or on YouTube, no? Very easy and very accessible yung information. Kaya lang the downside of it pa rin, no, in terms of the information, because it's very much accessible, is the prevalence also of the fake news, no? And of course, there are people who really propagate fake news, okay? Because they would want to change history, they would like to revise history, they would want to create some people, the gods and those who are mighty, no? Kahit hindi naman, no? So may mga ganong wrong information, may mga fake news talaga na inilalabas, okay? Ayan. All right. Another thing is that social media is being used for networking and linkages, no? Because it also allows us to be a global citizen. It provides an opportunity for us to interact with different nationalities, no? With different colleagues from abroad or different institutions, perhaps, no? Like for example, for now, there are a lot of organizations who would put their online activities online. May mga Facebook groups, no? Like for example, yung students supporting students, no? They really help other students in terms of their concerns, not only with their mental health, but also with their academics, yung mga online tutorials. May mga ganyan, no? So it also provides networks and linkages with people that can actually help us grow and learn also a lot of things, no? It also provides a platform for us to express ourselves. Yan, I think ito yung unang-una, no? Kasi nga, parang marami kasi sa mga Filipino yung gustong maging artista. Tama ba? No? And this social media provided that opportunity, help them, no, to create their own contents, to show themselves, no, yung realities, no. And according to some researchers right now, that the Generation C, no, mas gusto nila yung reality talaga. They see real people. That's why influencers are more more famous now than celebrities, no, than other celebrities, and they earn more than other celebrities also. Kasi nga those who express themselves, parang they see the authenticity, and the people likes that authenticity that they see, no, in expressing themselves and expressing their feelings, no, yung emotions, kasi nga you get to relate also to them, no. Sila kasi they have that guts to cry over their YouTube accounts, ganyan, no, na ipakita na malungkot sila, that they are heartbroken and everything like that, no. And more importantly, I think it also provides us an opportunity to express positivity, no. Kasi nga sa dami na ng problema ng mundo ngayon, no, sa Pilipinas pa lang, parang every day there's a lot of things to be frustrated about in this country. But yet, yun nga, we can actually use our power in the social media through our accounts by still propagating positivity, no? Wag lang yung toxic positivity. Okay, mamaya we'll talk about it. All right. So, here, you're most likely familiar with all these faces, no? Yan, no? These people, actually, I don't really do Twitter or I don't really do TikTok, pero I have a Twitter account. I don't tweet, no? I just have the account so that I can follow these people. No? Parang, actually, meron pang iba, no? Kasi nga, sabi nyo rin kanina, you use social media for entertainment. So same thing with me, no? I also use it for entertainment. I also get entertained with the contents that they create. But what I really admire about some of the influencers nowadays, no, yung hindi talaga sila nagiging toxic na. Kasi nga they realize that siguro, no, and one good side of social media is that it allowed the existence of these social media influencers, because these social media influencers provided us with entertainment and at the same time a different perspective as well on different issues and concerns, no. Kasi nga, if you're going to look at it, since they are influencers, we can also say that they have the traits also of a leader, no. Let's try to look at it closely, no. These people, no, has some traits that are similar to a leader because, like for example, they have followers, and leaders do have followers as well, di ba? Although they have followers the same as to leaders, although the reason for following may be different, no? Kasi nga, it may be because for fun only, to give joy and good vibes, but still, they have followers similar to a leader. They also have the platform. They make use of their platform, no, to influence and to really advance their advocacies. And if you would try to look into the, deeply into their content, some of them would even throw shades, no, most of the time, or would give some points or insights that would make you think. No, it challenges also your critical thinking, no, with the contents that they make, and that's really nice. And what I really like about it is that most of the social media influencers right now are calling the youth to register. So please do so. Please register for the next elections. Parang awa nyo na. Huwag niyong kalimutan magparehistro at bumoto for the next elections. Okay? So yon. And most especially, they have the influence. No, because they have the following, they have the platform, they can really influence people. That's why it's also scary at times, no, because these social media influencers can be used by other people for their own agenda. Alam mo yun, no? But I'm happy that at least those that I follow or I get to see are not being affected by that, or still ano pa rin sila, no, intact with their values and all that. So if you're going to look at it, they are also calling for action, no, on certain matters, and they also engage in dialogues or intelligent and healthy discourses, which is hopefully what we can propagate over social media. All right. So I know you are also familiar with all these languages in the social media, no? Yung mga hashtag na yan. Parang hindi kumpleto ang isang post pag walang hashtag. So you really get to think of the hashtag. But I would just like to mention some of them, no? Ito yung mga hashtags na I would want to focus on sana. First is the hashtag #stan, no? I see this more most of the time trending, no? Yung show of support, no? But on the downside of it, there are some people who would stand over some celebrities or fandom na medyo obsessive na, no? Medyo hindi na rin maganda. Nakikipag-away na sila with the others, no? That's they could get to compare their idols with others. So pero medyo ano siya, scary na, no? Another one is yung hashtag protect at all costs, no? Yan, famous din yan, no? That's kasi this one really is actually calling to action, no? May call to action siya, and it's intended to guard someone or something from something bad, no? Something good from something bad. But sometimes pinipilit eh. May mga tao na or grupo na pinipilit nila. May mga hashtag protect at all costs din sila dun sa mga iniidolo nila. Pero hindi naman siya nagpro-progress. At ang nakakatawa lang din, no, with people over social media, they also use that to contradict the statement, no, or they use the hashtag para sabihin na hindi, mali yan, ganyan, no. So that's something. Another famous hashtag is yung hashtag #standwith, no. This is also something that calls for unification, no, uniting with someone or with a cause or with a certain advocacy. Yan, so you believe in it. Another thing is yung toxic positivity, no. Parang toxic positivity is the assumption, either by oneself or others, that despite a person's emotional pain or difficult situation, they should only have a positive mindset. Ayan, yun yung medyo nakakainis minsan, na parang you are not given that opportunity to really express your feelings or your emotions. So parang nagsastart ka pa lang to vent out what you're really feeling, people would already say that, no, look at the positive side of it, no, yung parang ganyan. Sa ngayon kasi, what's important is we allow everyone to express what they feel and what they really have, no, in their minds right now, no. We cannot just block them by saying na ano yan, that's something that you should not think of, no, kasi mali yun eh. It's not gonna be helpful for the person. So we just allow them to express, and that's yun nga, may term na siya ngayon, it's toxic positivity, no. Noon kasi parang bawal maglabas ng emosyon, kailangan you are just thinking positive, no, you just have that positive mindset. Okay, another thing is the cancel culture. Eto na, no? There are some groups, no, or people or fandom who would really call to cancel other people, especially pagka inaaway yung kanilang mga idols, no, or something like that, no. But yun nga, I think sometimes there are funny instances kasi they boycott someone, tapos parang it retracts them, no, or parang it comes back at them. Yung parang ganyan, no? And then, yung isa pa is yung hashtag challenge accepted. Ito, nakakatawa naman siya, no? Because people really try to challenge themselves, but there are some who are also toxic na because alam mo that the challenges that they're doing is only for clout. They just want people to follow them. No, it's not really for entertainment or for fun. Parang they sinasadya na, no, of going beyond their limits, and it's no longer healthy. No, it's sometimes very toxic also on what they show, no. So yeah, that's how the social media or the online influencers revolve around social media platforms, no, using also those languages. But the question really is, what shapes online influence? So bakit nga ba marami ngayon ang may gusto na maging online influencer? Di ba? Parang may mga kids that you would ask what their dream is when they grow up, and others would say that they would want to be a vlogger. 'Di ba? Naisip niyo ba 'yon nung mga bata kayo as your dream when for the future or something like that? No? But yeah, no, I think it's because of these three things, no? First is the fortune. Kasi nga sabi nila the actual rate daw an advertiser pays for YouTubers, no, is between around $0.10 to $0.30 per view, or sometimes it averages daw at 0.18 per view. So parang whenever you already have 1,000 views in your video, that could already earn you about $3 to $5, no, per 1,000 video views. So if you have, say for example, 500,000 views in one of your content, so you can earn as much $2,500 times 50 or 49 to pesos, no? So ganong kalaki yung pwedeng kitain, no? So that's why many are really it's not only on the content, on the expression of the self, no, others really is it's already for the money. No, they do it for the money because it's another venture that you can go to, another career that they're looking at, no? So ngayon kasi yung mga sikat sa atin, no, yung na mga YouTubers talagang malalaki na yung kinikita nila, sila Alex Gonzaga, Bretman Rock, no, yan. Yung Rafi Tulfo in action. Imagine, no, having about 15 million followers or something like that, no? So, yeah. Another thing is the fame, no? Of course, parang who doesn't want to get famous? Meron ba? Well, I think meron naman mga hindi talaga gustong sumikat, no? But many would really want to be famous, and fame is also one thing that shapes online influence right now. It serves as your platform to present your craft and or talents, no? Kasi nga hindi ka na kailangang mag-audition sa any reality show or to, like for example, yung mga Asia's Got Talent na yan, no? Hindi mo na kailangan. You just have to put up your own platform, your own content so that you can be famous. So it's easier, no? Hindi mo na kailangan pumunta sa mga big networks para maging artista. You can be an artista on your own rights in your own social media, no? Ayan. And then thirdly, really is power, no? Because through social media, influencers generate conversations, no? They drive engagement and set cultural trends. So you really have that power to influence and to dictate, no, what is going to happen next or what is the trend right now. Audiences are more receptive of social media influencers than celebrities, like what I told you a while ago, no? Because influencers are early adopters of the new products and services. Kumbaga parang reality kasi talaga that they are using these products, no? And sige nga, tingnan natin sino sa inyo yung na-influensyahan na ng ibang mga nagpo-post sa TikTok at sa mga social media accounts nila about the skincare products that they use, di ba? At some point you believe them and you really bought those products, no? Parang ganon. So these are, I mean, sadly, no, these things motivate people to go online, to become online influencers. But ideally, what is important as an online influencer is for you to still maintain your character. Kasi character pa rin naman yung pinaka-importante because it is the sum of our intellectual and moral habits, no? It tells us who we are, our character. So whatever we show on our social media accounts, it tells us who we are. The people that we engage in our social media accounts also tells us who we are, di ba? So parang if you follow these people, if you follow these toxic online influencers, it can also translate to saying that you are also a toxic person because you like their content. No, you like yung mga nangaawa, yung mga stressful yung content nila, ganyan, no, na laging pasaway, na feeling nila yun nga kasi they only want clout, no? So parang nagpapaka-bobo, no? Sorry for the term, or nagtatanga-tangahan just so that people would find them funny. Pero it's becoming different already. So parang nahahati sila ngayon, nagkakaroon sila ng digital identity at wala na rin yung kanilang talagang personality. So parang the question now is, what kind of character do you really have right now? Diba? So for you as student leaders, what you really need to do is to focus on your strengths, because your strengths would tell you what character you have. And actually there are sites now, no, that can help you in discovering your strengths. So yeah, I have mentioned here three of them, so you can go over those websites so that you can check on your strengths also, because you have to build up on your strengths and your character if you would want to become a better student leader and also an online influencer. Okay, another thing is on credibility, no? We have to maintain our credibility, and as leaders, no, sabi nga natin kasi social media influencers can also become leaders, so they must also be in touch with their credibility. Though sadly there are some online influencers who do not mind their credibilities anymore, who do not mind integrity anymore, no? Wala na, they forget about it kasi nga it's all about the money, 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 di ba? But for us, for you student leaders, no, credibility should still be part of what you need to consider, especially if you would want to be an online influencer. Sabi nga kasi credibility is the foundation of leadership, no, and the first person that you need to lead is yourself. You have to make sure that you're leading yourself to something that is better, something that is good, and you don't have to try to change others, no, but instead you have to go back and check yourself and change the traits that you think is not applicable as a leader. Okay. And thirdly, ito, no, napaka-importante pa rin yung respect. Kasi that's one thing that I have also observed over social media, that there are some people who doesn't respect other people anymore, no? Their opinions are being blocked, hindi na pinakikinggan yung opinion nila. There are some who would want to say that they are the best, and they are the ones who know what is right lang, no, and wrong, no. So parang it does not really give people the chance to engage in intelligent discourses or that ability to really share and to challenge your critical thinking skills. Kasi yung iba parang sasagutin ka na lang na, edi ikaw na, kayo na magpresidente. I mean, kayo na ang, ano bang ambag mo? Yung mga ganyan, no? So nawawalan talaga ng mga respeto na, no? But at least for us, for student leaders, it's very important that you continue to have that respect, no? And that is actually becoming a responsible digital citizen. No, we have to be responsible in this platform while we are in this platform. Kasi nga sabi natin, eto na this is where we are right now, no? And digital citizenship can be defined as the norms or of appropriate responsible behavior with regard to technology use. So appropriate pa din ang sinasabi, no? So we have to maintain that appropriate behavior whether we are online or offline. Okay? Consistency is the key. And if we are responsible digital citizens, then of course we can also become responsible digital student leaders. No, I mean, zeroing on your duties now and responsibilities as student leaders of your fellow Escolarians. So you have to educate yourself. No, there are actually different kinds of platforms, technology that you can use so that you'll be able to reach out to your fellow students, so that you can engage them, motivate them to participate. No? Kasi nga ang target natin ngayon is to make their online student life as vibrant and as exciting as possible, no? Kasama tayo doon. I mean, need din natin 'yon. Need nyo rin 'yon as student leaders, but you are actually given that responsibility, no, or that duty to really help your fellow students to be to enjoy their life in the online platform or in the digital world. Another is to respect yourself and others, no? Tulad ng sinabi natin. So whether you are online or offline, if you are engaging with your fellow students or with your teachers or advisors, you have to have respect. Okay? That is the first thing that you will have to remember always. You have to be authentic. Kanina sabi natin, di ba, that online social media or the online influencers, they already have this two different personalities na, no? May digital identity, tapos meron namang offline identity. So you have to be authentic, you have to be consistent, whether online or offline, you have to present the same thing. Okay? And the people around you, your fellow students, they can feel that. If you're just being, plastic or not real to them in online platforms, no? Yun, medyo hindi yun maganda for the organization. You also have to engage in diverse content, no? You have to to really explore other contents, no, or other materials that you can use, other platforms that you can actually introduce to your fellow students para they would be, kasi nga ngayon nauuso na rin kasi yung online fatigue, no? Online class, sa online webinar, sa dami ng mga trainings na kailangan puntahan online, no? So yung gano'n. So we have to make it more lively, we have to make it more diverse so that you will not experience that fatigue. And lastly, you have to empathize and support. Kasi nga lahat naman, no, meron pa rin mga pinagdadaanan, lalo na ngayon, no? May mga issues and concerns, especially on connectivity perhaps, no? Hindi pa rin siya nawawala. So we have to empathize with them and we have to show support. Sabi ko nga, if student leaders would become online influencers, it would be very, very ideal. It will be a blessing to have the student leaders as online influencers as well, because student leaders are value driven. No, you know your credibility, you have the integrity, you know what is right and what is wrong as student leaders because you serve as role models. No, you are also mission inspired because you know where you are going, why you need to go there. You know your goals, diba? And student leaders are growth centered because you always aim for development. Hindi pwedeng stagnant tayo into something. No, we have to grow, we have to learn new things, and we have to develop. Okay. Ayan. Sige, so again, there's another poll that I have for all of you. So please go back to slido.com so you can share your answers with me also and with the rest of the group. So let me just share again the Slido presentation. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so let's go to poll number 5. Ayan. So what for you is the most important trait of a leader? Ayan, what do you think is the most important trait of a leader? Selfless, brave. Sige lang, just keep it coming. Compassion, no, a leader who listens. Goal-oriented, humility. Nice. Responsible. Empathic. Okay, goal-driven. Responsible. All right. Good listener, trustworthy. Dignity. Okay. People-oriented, dedicated. Wow, nakakatuwa naman ha. Mukhang nagagamit nyo na yung mga terms na ginamit natin kanina. All right. Wise, empathic. Okay, trustworthy. It's very good. So dito mukhang maraming malalaki yung words, no? So I think people agree to those words, no, to those traits as a leader. It's nice, no? So but the first or the number one I think would still be responsible. No? The important trait of a leader is being responsible. At aminin nyo yan, no? Ngayon sa online platform, ang hirap maging responsable. Di ba? Kasi nga, you are just at home, parang ang sarap na lang matulog, mahiga, no? Kaysa gawin yung mga kailangan gawin, it can wait, no? But still, we see that being responsible is still important, not only as a leader, no, but for you as students, no? You have to be responsible, especially now. Okay, thank you for your answers. So we go back now to our slides. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. All right. So let's talk about leadership now. Yeah, no. So you mentioned nga that being responsible is the most important trait of a leader. And let's see now, no, leadership is actually described as an art of motivating others to work together in pursuit of a common objective. Motivating, and when you motivate people, you get to influence people. No, that's how you motivate them, by influencing them. That's why influence is very important as a leader. Okay, so that you'll be able to get them to work together for your common objective, and that common objective is the goal of your organization. Leadership isn't about rank, position, or unfair use of power, but rather it is about a person's ability to help people around him succeed. You are leading not only for yourself, you're leading for others also. Okay, you're leading for others. When you lead others, you serve them. Okay, and when you serve them, you help them to become better also. Okay, that's our goal, especially for the student leaders. The reason why you're conducting activities and programs for your fellow students is because you would like to complement the development that the academics is providing. Okay, so that is your role as student leaders. Okay, so leadership is not just about personality, it's also about behavior. This is actually an observable set of skills and abilities that we can see from our fellow leaders. No, exemplary leadership model. This one I'll be sharing with you. This one was made by Cosis and Posner. No, these two authors discovered that when leaders experience their personal best, they display five core practices. No? This is yun nga, yung modeling the way, inspire a shared vision, challenge the process, enable others to act, and encourage the heart. Okay. So let's go to the modeling the way, no? Of course, leaders, student leaders especially are known to be the role models, okay? Because you create standards of excellence and set an example for others to follow. You model the way of what they should be, how they should act, how they should behave, no? The kind of traits that the students would have. You actually serve as the model for all of those things. Kaya medyo minsan challenging, no? Tsaka medyo nakaka-pressure yung role as a student leader kasi nga people look up to you. Okay? They put up signposts when people feel unsure of where to go or how to get there. The leaders are the ones who set the direction. Leaders create opportunities for victory because the goal always is to succeed. Okay? Number two, inspiring a shared vision or inspire a shared vision. Leaders passionately believe they can make a difference. Naniniwala ba kayo that you can make a difference? Of course, you can make a difference, no? Whether big or small, that could still have an impact, not only to yourself, but also to others and to your organization and to your university. And later on, hopefully, an impact to the whole community and to the whole country and to the world, no? Sana, ganyan, no? They envision the future and create an ideal and unique image of what the organization can become. Through their magnetism and persuasion and influence, leaders enlist others in their dreams. Now you get to get them to believe your dreams as well. They breathe life into their visions and they get people to see exciting possibilities for the future. Okay, number three, challenging the process, no? Hindi naman ito yung pagiging aktivista lagi, no? Or paglaban sa kung ano man, no? Challenging the process really is having that kind of critical thinking over matters, no? That you have to have your own position on different concerns and different relevant issues. Leaders search for opportunities to change the status quo kasi that's what you do as a leader, no? We do not want to be stagnant to what is the usual, no? We would always want to challenge the status quo because it can still evolve to something better, no? The status quo can become something that is grand, something that is good than how it is right now. They look for innovative ways to improve the organization. In doing so, they experiment and take risks. Since complex change threatens to overwhelm people and stifle action, leaders set interim goals so that people can achieve small wins as they work towards larger objectives. Okay? So, ayan siya. Next naman, number 4 is enabling others to act. Okay, leaders foster collaboration and build spirited teams. Yeah, they actively involve others. No, you have to involve others. It cannot be just you. You're not the only one in the organization. You also have your fellow officers and you also have your members. So you will have to enable them to act. No, leaders understand that mutual respect sustains extraordinary efforts. They strive to create an atmosphere of trust and human dignity. They strengthen others, making each person feel capable and powerful. Kasi ang ibang klase din yung ma-empower mo yung iba, eh, no? They also feel confident about themselves that they are given the task and given this responsibility. So you just have to enable them to act and to give them that opportunity. And number 5 is to encourage the heart. Accomplishing extraordinary things in organizations is hard work. So to keep hope and determination alive, leaders recognize the contributions that individuals make, whether small or big, like what I always mention. No? In every winning team, the members need to share in the rewards of their efforts, so leaders celebrate accomplishments and they make people feel like heroes. All right. But as student leaders right now in the Better Normal, I would also like you to look into these things, no, of being that connection, no, of being that way on how we can actually connect the digital with the real. Let us help the Student Affairs Office in reaching out to the students digitally, but at the same time making them feel that we are still in the real world, no? That this is not a dummy world that we are in temporarily, but this is already part of the real world where we live in. So I hope that you as student leaders will be able to do that because we are all aiming for a better normal, not just new normal. It's something that is better. Okay. Another thing is by having the heart for the mission, because I know, like what I had mentioned a while ago, student leaders are mission inspired. So let us put that mission, especially the mission of your institution, of your university, of what it wishes to accomplish in the long run, in our heart, so that it can inspire us, it can motivate us, it can lead us to where we're supposed to go. Okay. And most importantly, also another thing is for us to be in touch with our role of humanizing the student life experience. That's what I was telling you Len kanina, no? That our role also evolved already, and we are now tasked to humanize the student life experience, because we are not having that close contact like before. And it's harder to feel the emotion, no, the concern, the truthfulness and authenticity of being with another person. So it is our role now as student leaders to find ways on how we can do that through our programs and activities intended for our student leaders, fellow student leaders, and also to our members. And let us all give change a chance. Kasi nga, eto, yung iba kasi nahihirapan pa rin, no? Hindi pa rin sila nakaka-move on or naka-recover. They are still overwhelmed kasi it's been what, 7 months already, no, from the time that we had our lockdown, and the changes has already been in place. So we have to give change a chance. Baka nga this one would really help us to grow more, to become better individuals, and to really challenge ourselves in being creative and being innovative on how we can actually improve our organizations and make ourselves more productive as student leaders. Kasi nga ngayon, everything is online, di ba? Yung online class, online meetings, online shopping, online bonding, no? Yung online inuman, mga ganyan, online games, online communication, online transactions, etc. At present, being online is already part of our lives. And as we traverse the path of the new or better normal, this is the change that we must learn to embrace. This is the new thing right now. It may have its pros and cons as we engage in the different platforms, but what is important is that we must strive to still prioritize each and everyone's well-being. Okay? And let us also remember celebrating. No, let us also celebrate successes, even if they are just small or big successes. No, let's all be thankful always. Yung gratitude. No, I thought probably you've heard about also this girl. No, she's a 9-year-old girl from Bacolod who celebrated having 2 subscribers on YouTube. No, imagine 2 subscribers, pero sobrang happy na yan that there's someone who subscribed to that there are people who subscribe to her YouTube channel. No, I think right now she has about 100,000 plus YouTube subscribers. Ito yung sinasabi ko rin sa inyo na yung pangarap niya is maging vlogger, no? Pero I'm also at the same time, no, ako din medyo bothered ako dun sa sitwasyon kasi she's only 9 years old. No, and she's very much in touch already with social media and that. So I don't know if that would be a good thing for her, pero hopefully, no, it would help her to grow as a better person pa rin, ganyan, no, at hindi sana maapektuhan yung kanyang kapasidad, no? So yon. And yeah, just keep slaying, no? Tuloy lang. Walang susuko, no? Kahit na maliit man yan na achievement or malaking achievement, we just have to celebrate and we have to continue. Okay? Let me share also to you, know, what the UN Secretary General had mentioned before, that we must take bold steps now to create inclusive, resilient, quality education systems that is fit for the future. And we and you as student leaders are actually part of that group who will be creating that inclusive, resilient, quality education. And you can actually do that by using your influence over your members, your student organization officers, to make sure that what we're going to make is an inclusive organization, no? A resilient kind of organization. And we will be helping in making sure that the university where we belong will be providing quality education pa rin, no, to all, so that it will still be fit for the future. Okay? All right. So ito isang assignment that I'll be giving or leaving to you, no? So probably after hearing all those things that I blabbered here, that I have mentioned here in this talk, maybe you can think of how you can actually fill in the blanks on these hashtags, no? Pwede nyo i-share kung meron na kayong naiisip, no, you can share it in the comments, no? Hashtag stand blank, hashtag protect blank at all costs, and hashtag shout out to, di ba? Yan, kung may mga gusto kayong batiin. Very, ano rin yan, popular din yung shout out na yan as a hashtag right now. So you can put that in the comments, no? You can share it in the comments kung meron kayong mga i-complete, no, on those hashtags as part of your participation also in this talk. All right. So to end my presentation, I would like to share with you this prayer and some sort of a call to action also, no? So are you hearing the music?
May God bless you with discomfort. Discomfort at easy answers, half-truths, and superficial relationships, so that you may live deep within your heart. May God bless you with anger. Anger at injustice, oppression, and exploitation of people, so that you may work for justice, freedom, and peace. May God bless you with tears. Tears to shed for those who suffer from pain, rejection, starvation, and war, so that you may reach out your hand to comfort them and turn their pain into joy. May God bless you with foolishness. Enough foolishness to believe that you can make a difference in this world. So that you can do what others claim cannot be done.
Okay. So that ends my presentation for today. I hope that you were able to get something from it. No? May natutunan sana kayo. And yeah, if you have any questions, I think we'll have time for that. So maraming salamat ulit and thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Doc Ian. I totally agree with what you said po, that we should give change a chance, and also that our manners really matter. As student leaders, we should always respect others and be responsible with everything that we do. Thank you po for your interactive and informative talk. I bet our viewers learned a lot since I can see their hashtags here. I see hashtag protect mental health at all costs, hashtag protect your right at all costs, protect your
That
peace at
is
all
right.
costs. Yes, keep the
From
hashtag
Yep,
coming,
yep.
guys. Because for our open forum later, please feel free as well to type in your questions for it to be answered by Doc Ian himself. While we are waiting for your questions, we would like to present to you a special number from the CEU singers Malolos.
Don't stop believing. Can you name that song? Hold on to the feeling.
Oh, that's easy. Don't Stop Believing by Journey.
Not so fast. You know a lot of songs use the same four chords.
What are you talking about?
1, 5, my arm, 4. My life is brilliant. My life is pure. I saw an angel of them sure. People killing, people dying, children hurting, healing crying. Can you practice what you preach? Need to the other cheek forever young. I want to be forever young forever. I won't hesitate no more, no more. And she will be loved, and she will be loved. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me. I came to land down under, red and white and blue. Funny things you do, Mary thought were the war. I think I could understand. I see you all over me in my head. You fulfill my fantasy. Tell me what have you gonna make me so complicated? Take away your happiness. To apologize. Too late. Just understand it and watch me burn. But that's alright because I know it hurts. It's my life, it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. Carry my all the face, someone Bobby, let's go shiny. Lord, acquaintance me for and never brought me more than a bird, more than a plane. I'm not a bird play. Don't stop believing. Hold on to the feeling. Don't stop believing. 5, 6, 1, to 4.
And there you have it. Wow, what an engaging and energizing performance. Thank you very much for hyping us up. CEU Singers Malolos.
Talaga nga naman napasayaw pa po ako sa upuan ko, and I bet our viewers also dance in their
Yes.
own homes. All right, are you ready, Escolarians? Now we will be having the open forum so that Doc Ian could enlighten our queries. But before that, Ate Mikay and I will again throw some questions for Doc Ian, but we will be reading your questions from the comment box. So please keep your questions coming. Okay,
Yes, of
let's have
course we
Doc
will.
Ian.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello,
Hello,
hi,
Doc.
Mikayan,
Hello,
Hello
Pam.
po.
Doc.
Of course, we will
Yan.
take our chances po to ask you our questions, Doc. So for
Sure,
your
sure,
first
of course.
question po, I'm sure po everyone is aware on the advantages of social media. And
Mhm.
we all know din naman na there are lots of disadvantages din po as well, like fake news, cyberbullying, trolling, etc. That could
Mhm.
trigger stress, anxiety, or maybe depression. What actions po
Yes.
kaya could our viewers do to minimize the harm and casualties of this po?
Well, for one, you have to choose who to follow.
Mm-mm.
No, like
Yes,
kasi it's your own social media account, so you have that power to follow and
yes,
unfollow. All right, so whether on Facebook or Twitter, like for example on Facebook, if you see a friend or a someone who posts very toxic contents most of the
Mhm.
time, like they always rant and all that, so you can actually block them, no. Pero more than that, I think it would be better also if you get to talk to that person, or if you get to uh, communicate to that person that you are being affected by that person's posts, ganyan, no, na hindi okay sa yung mga pinopost niya, and that's why you are blocking that person or unfriending that person. It may be hard to do, no, and it may cause some, some
yes
disagreements
po.
also, but if you don't want to get or to engage in that kind of discussion, then you can just unfriend the person, di naman nila malalaman or something like
Totoo
that.
po.
Pero yeah, that's it. You have to protect yourself kasi more than anything else, no. And if you know that it's already affecting you differently and negatively, then I guess it's time for you to either stop totally over social media, have a break, no, kasi kailangan mo rin yun from time to time, to give yourself a break over social media, no. It's not that sometimes what other people do, they deactivate their Facebook, no,
Yes
for
po,
a
opo.
period of time lang
Right,
muna,
right,
kasi they just want to
Yeah.
rest and concentrate on themselves,
Mm-mm.
no? And sometimes they don't open their Twitter accounts as well, kasi yung
Yes.
sobrang napansin ko lang din sa Twitter, very toxic talaga ng Twitter. no?
Totoo po.
Yun yung
Totoo po.
napansin ko. Parang Twitter is very much used for for power, for
Rants. Opo, yung mga
advocacies and all
rants.
that,
Yes po.
rants and all that. No, but still, babalik na naman tayo dun sa respect. No, these are what other people's views
Mm-mm.
are. So you just
Yes.
Yes.
let them. That is their own platform. That's what they wanted to share. Then let them. But what you can
Yes.
do is to protect yourself. So you have to shut yourself from all of those things. That's
Yes,
the
that is
I
right
think
po.
the best thing that you can do.
That is right po.
Yes,
Hindi
Doc.
po kasi talaga natin mafi-filter lahat ng pinopost ng mga tao po kasi
Yeah.
talaga. So, all we have
And
to
we
do
cannot.
is, yes po.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say lang is we cannot dictate them kasi what they're
Yes,
supposed to
totoo po.
post.
Mm-mm.
'Di ba? And it's gonna stress us out pa pag ganun yung ginawa natin. Na dapat ganun ka lang, ganyan and all.
Opo.
So, yun.
Tayo na lang din talaga mag-adjust.
Yes po.
Yes.
Okay.
Totoo po.
For our next question po, I see a question from our comment section that is related to what we just talked about. So this is from Miss Jenny Ortiz. Hello po.
Mhm.
What she was asking, what are the red flags or signs for you that it's time to take a break from your social media or maybe have a social media detox? What are the signs po?
Yeah. I think ikaw din kasi sa sarili mo, you would be able to know no, the red flags. If you say for example, if the every time that you would open Twitter or your social media and you get to see the contents and you are affected by it, na minsan nasisira na yung mood mo, nasisira yung araw mo, and you sometimes even the way you relate with other people is already being affected just because of those things that you've seen or you've read on social media, then I think that's the time, no, that you can actually say that that is already the red flag. Na pag iba na yung pakiramdam mo, no, na it is really causing you emotional stress as well, most especially, no, I think that's the time that you will have to say na okay, stop muna. I will have to have a break over social media muna, no, and concentrate on myself and go back to really helping myself recover from those anxieties, from those stress that I get from the social media. Ayan.
I agree, sir.
Yes po. Thank you po, sir. Okay, we have another question. So medyo specific po ito. What is your stand about a certain LGBT social media influencer who fought with an LGBT who fought with an LGBT celebrity for correcting his wrong deeds, especially
Oo,
violating the quarantine protocol?
sige, itago natin sila sa pangalang Buknoy at Aura. Okay.
Totoo po, super kasi visible yung
Oo.
kanilang arguments.
Yeah, I know. I actually, sorry, I will have to admit to you, pinalo ko yung yung thread.
Kami din
I
naman.
saw that thread. Yeah, I saw that thread. No? Well, you cannot blame us as student affairs
Yes.
practitioners kasi we have to know where the students are and what do they follow and what they're talking about. And the students are talking about it, so I checked on it and I saw that yun nga ganon, no. Well,
Yes.
isa lang ang aking no. This is my personal opinion on the matter, no. It's really for clout, no. I felt some desperation on some part, 'di ba? Hindi ko na sasabihin kung kaninong part, pero I felt some desperation and the need really to be popular, to be famous,
Yes.
and to really yun nga, like what I have mentioned kanina in the talk kasi that's the strategy that they sometimes do. They already forget about their credibility. Wala nang pakialam kahit na magtanga-tangahan, alam mo yun, kasi they think kasi that they can always escape and they can always get away with it, 'di ba? Yung mga ginagawa nila just because there are people who follow them. So, yun lang, parang ang sa akin lang at the end of the day, would it be worth it? 'Di ba? I think you should as an influencer, you just have to ask yourself would it be worth it na ganon yung naging way ko of really becoming popular or being famous, no? Or something like that. And is it really worth it that people hate me just because of what I did? Na alam ko namang mali in the first place. No, and at the same time, ang naging issue pa nila doon, I think yung pag-apologize, that you're apologizing but at the same time trying to explain yourself and to justify why, 'di ba, your action. So medyo may problema talaga doon, no? May problema talaga in terms of the personality, I think, ganyan, no? So and I think that person needs help.
Yes.
No? More than anything else. Yun. So hopefully, and sana yung mga nakapanood naman at nakasubaybay dun sa trend, no? Hopefully you get to critically think of what should really be done or what should be the position on that issue. no, or something like that. But yeah, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. So yeah, respect pa rin at the end of the day.
Yes, sir. Oh,
Okay po. So, I also see another question po na what are your opinions po sa mga Twitter pawokes? Every time na nagbabasa po kasi ako ng tweets and arguments about the current administration, parang puro na lang po ad hominem. Can I add to this question, sir?
Sure,
I mean,
sure.
I think what advice can you give to our student leaders in order to express their opinions and stands properly po without necessarily adding up to ad hominem or any other
Mhm.
things po? Yes.
Yeah, ako ang importante kasi no, kasi kayo kasi mga student leaders naman kayo eh. So hindi
Mm-mm.
pwedeng ad hominem lang, no. It will have to be
Yes.
ano eh,
True
it will
po.
have to be I don't want to say research based, but at least it will have to be scholarly. No, in
yes,
some
yes,
sense
yes,
na
yes.
may sense, no? May pinanggagalingan, merong information, may backup. You have receipts or something like that. Diba? That's what we always say, that we have receipts on that. So we can really stand on this opinion because we know details about it, at hindi kami pawok, no? And more than anything else, no, dun nga sa mga pawok, kasi it's sometimes just riding on the trend, di ba? If this is the one trending on Twitter, so I'll also be using the hashtag, so I can also be seen by people, be read by people, di ba? Ganyan, no, for clout or whatever, for followers and all that. But ang pinaka-key lang talaga dito kasi is consistency. If that is your position or your stand, wala namang problema. No, it's something that we have to respect if that is your stand, but you will have to be consistent on your stand, and it will not have to be on social media only. No, sa akin
Yes.
kasi more than you tweeting about it, more than you posting about it, I think what's more important is you taking action about it. At yun yung nakukulangan ako, no?
Yes,
I
yes,
mean,
yes.
I mean, most of the time ang dami talagang trending na parang against yung sa mga nangyayari ngayon and all that. Pero what we express are all the frustrations only. Asan yung action? Asan na yung talagang yung alam mo yun, sobrang yun yung gusto ko. Parang kailan tayo lalabas ulit? Kailan tayo gagawa ng tulad ng ginagawa ng Thailand ngayon or something like that, di ba? So, yun. Doon ako nalulungkot, honestly.
Yes, I agree po. Thank you po, Doc. For our next question, we have from Jai. How can we cancel the cancel culture?
Yes.
Oo eh. Actually, tricky to. It's very
Yes,
tricky, no? The cancel culture. Kasi nga, ano siya eh, parang if you're going to look at it, it's still becoming the combination of the previous generation and the generation now. Kasi noon, di ba, I don't know, I mean, pasintabi sa mga baby boomers and all that. Kasi di ba, parang the generation before, nasanay kasi sila na pag sinabing, oh, hindi pwede yan, wag yan. Ganyan,
Yes.
di ba? And then we follow that. Pero ngayon kasi, people are more open in expressing their opinions and in really supporting whoever they would want to support. No? Pero sana, I think it's not really just canceling the cancel culture. It's really trying, siguro let's turn it to something more positive, but in a way that we support what we're supposed to support. No? I-support natin kung ano yung dapat na i-support. Parang gano'n na lang. Instead of really canceling these people out or calling them out, no? Kasi laging gano'n eh, no? We call them out for the wrong things that they did. Tapos ang magiging response ng mga supporters, parang kayo naman ang lilinis ninyo, parang wala kayong ginawang masama and all
Totoo
that.
po
Di ba
yan.
ganyan? So parang it's not meron at merong opinion, no? So parang mahirap i-cancel yung cancel culture, pero ang importante dito is yung maging responsable tayo.
Yes.
No, siguro that's the best way that we can cancel that cancel culture, by being responsible and being informed, well informed on what we're going to tweet and what we're going to post or put in our social media accounts. Ayun.
Yes po. And then my next question po, this is related to student activities naman po. So, as
Okay,
you are a
sige.
student affairs practitioner yourself po, sir, what advice can you give to our student leaders that who are thinking about or constructing their plans for student activities? Ano po ba yung mga magagandang magagawa po namin, and what addition po ang mabibigay namin para mas ma-enjoy ng students ang activities
Yes.
online? Yes po.
Yeah, I understand. It's very challenging, no, for the student
Yes
leaders.
po,
Kahit sa
talaga,
amin,
sir.
as student affairs practitioners, yan yung una namin talagang concerns. How do we transform student affairs services in the digital platform? So, for me, no, the very first thing that you must do is to create conversations among your members,
Mm-mm.
among your organization, and you brainstorm what are the things that you would like to experience now that we are online. Ano yung mga bagay na gusto nyong magawa, no? Ano yung mga bagay na sa tingin nyo pwede nating gawin online? It doesn't really have to stem out from the officers alone. It can also be coming from your members. So yung
Mm-mm.
conversation, kasi nobody knows what's the best thing to do right now. Wala, honestly, no? We are all in the process of trying to find out which one will work and which one will not. No, nasa trial and error stage tayo kasi lahat tayo first time natin to be in this setup. So do not be scared, do not be afraid to try new things, no? It may flop. Yeah, may mga activities na hindi magiging support ng ibang organization or ibang mga
Mm-mm.
students, they will not like it. But that's part of it. Ganun talaga, di ba? So kung mag-flop man siya, then let's not do it again, or let's try to transform it into something more interesting, no? So unang-una talaga is for you to check and gather information, data coming from your
Mm-mm.
members. And yon, from there kung ano yung mga gusto nila. Like for example, in our case, no, we have a lot of students who are into online games. So ginawa namin sila ng esports. Yung mga organizations nag-organize sila ng esports so that they can participate, no, the students participate. It was really really nice kasi nga gusto nila. And even in our own office, whenever we have activities for our students, we make sure that meron kami mga giveaways, no? May mga pa-voucher dyan, may mga freebies and all that. No? There are games in between, no, sa mga sessions so that they would be more interested also and would really listen to the webinars that we are organizing. So yung mga ganon, this is really, look at it as an opportunity, no? The best time to be creative is now.
Yes, thank you very much. Now, Doc, for our last question po, lots of people, especially youth, are in social media and we know naman po how powerful ang social media ngayon. What advice would you give po to our student leaders on how to maximize the usage of the platform in influencing a responsible social media usage and on empowering other people?
Okay. Siguro, again, Mikay, yung point niya na
Okay.
question. Sorry.
How could
Kasi I was reading also some of the comments.
what advice would you give po to our student leaders on how to maximize the usage of the platform in influencing a responsible social media usage and on empowering other people?
Yeah. I think you just have to make sure also, siguro pag-usapan nyo, no, within your organization or ikaw mismo as a student leader, you have to decide on what kind of social media platform are you going to have. Would it be a social media account that gives life, that spreads positivity? Or would it be a social media account that is critical? Now you bring in different points of views in your account and you engage into discourses, no? Or would it be a social media account that is very toxic? Na lahat na lang ng mali ang ilalagay mo doon, lahat ng pagpuna and all that, no? So you will have to decide, no, as an organization or as a student leader. Kasi nga you will have to be very consistent on that. But you know, when I say being consistent, hindi naman ibig sabihin no, you are not entitled to your own feelings and emotions. If you don't feel like posting anything positive for today, then so be it. It's okay, no? Hindi naman masama 'yon, no? But at least the people who follows you, no, and those who you would like to empower on social media would know na eto may consistency pala tong taong to, or this organization really knows where they are going, no? Nakadirect talaga even their posts, even their activities, their programs into the goal of their organization. So I think that would be a big help for those student leaders and the student organization.
Yes, Doc. Thank you very much po. Doc, we still have a minute po. Do you want to
Oh,
entertain at
sure.
least one question po?
Yes, one last
Sure,
question.
sure. No problem.
Yan.
Yeah, we can still have one question.
From Ate Reyna po, President of Dentistry. Hi, Doc Ian. Any advice po on how can we overcome challenges of the digital divide po, especially now that we are working in a virtual organization management?
Yes, oo. Yung digital divide is really a big problem, no, for all of us, especially here in our country. Because many of the students are not well, they do not really have access, no, either to the internet. Kasi ang digital divide could be two ways, no. It could be on the skills and also on the technology, no, or on the gadgets or equipment. So yon, ang advice ko lang siguro how you can actually overcome the challenges is by providing alternates or alternatives to your members, no, like if you are having this online activity, like to streaming natin siya ngayon, no, but others might not have that internet connection or stable internet connection to watch.
Yes
So you
po.
have to make sure that this kind of activity is being recorded so that when that person already has the access, pwede niyang balikan, no? Pwede siyang manood ulit para matuto pa rin siya or meron pa rin siyang mapulot na aral. So yung mga gano'n, no? Or sometimes if they really do not have the internet, no, yung worst case scenario talaga, no, then you have to really have that extra effort or walk that extra mile of creating printed modules. Kasi 'di ba,
Yes.
noon naman wala naman tayong internet noon, pero baka hindi niyo na naabutan 'yon, no, na walang internet, ganyan. So 'yun, may mga readily available na mga materials, no, may mga books, ganyan, no. So maybe we can also encourage that, no, na ma-transform natin siya into readable platforms or readable materials. And at the same time, no, siguro pwede rin kayong mag ano, as an organization, you can create an outreach activity wherein you raise funds so that you'll be able to provide naman na mga load or internet connection cards to those who do not have or something like that, no, or pag may mga activities kayo, the prizes would be connections to this and that, parang ganon, no. So yun yung mga bagay na sa tingin ko pwede nyong consider, and most especially whenever you plan out, you have to consider that hindi lahat ay merong access, no?
Yes.
Lagi niyong
Yes.
iisipin yon, no? You will have to be inclusive. Na yung activity that you will be planning out or you're going to do is something that would be applicable to those with connection and to those without connection. So yun.
Yes
Thank you
po.
very much po. Okay po, once again, it was truly a privilege to acquire knowledge from you, Doc Ian. We are very grateful for your
Wow.
presence and for your generosity in sharing us wisdom in today's seminar theme. Before we say goodbye po to you, Doc Ian, would you like to say something po to our Escolarian viewers?
Yes
Well,
po.
yes, I would just like to extend my Thanksgiving again to everyone, no, for listening and for staying, for being with us all throughout the talk, no. I think napahaba ako, medyo na-extend ng konti, but I just
Okay lang po
really got,
yan.
medyo naging ano lang talaga ako na overly connected also with my presentation, and I hope that you get to learn something from it. And I think yun nga, let us really make use of our power right now, no, be it over social media or over our offline activities or programs, no. Let's make use of the whatever we have right now, the technology and all that. Let's maximize it. Let us empower each other so that we'll be able to help each other also, no, survive and thrive in this new and better normal. So again, maraming salamat sa inyo. Thank you for
Thank you very
listening and
much
being with
po.
Thank you very
and for
much for
inviting
that.
me here. Thank you.
Thank
Opo.
you
We hope we
po.
could see you po soon, face to
Yes.
face.
Yes, hopefully,
Please stay
yeah.
safe
Yes
po,
po.
Doc. Thank you very
We
much
really
po.
Thank you
learned a
very
lot po.
much.
Thank you very much po.
Wow,
Stay
that's nice
safe
to
and
Salamat
know.
po.
healthy.
Thank you.
Thank you po for that
Bye-bye.
interactive talk po. Thank you po.
Yes, bye-bye.
There you have it, everyone. That is Dr. Leandro A. Loyola. We hope you learned a lot from Doc Ian. Now, I would like to take this time to once again encourage everyone to subscribe to the CEU Workplace and receive notifications about the CEU Engage that is sponsored by the university. Like we mentioned last Saturday, the CEU Engage has 6 teams, namely student digital etiquette, digital safety, digital citizenship, student digital well-being, student engagement, and successful online learners. I hope you are all subscribed to our workplace, and if not, make sure to connect with the university and participate in the activities prepared for you.
Okay, now to continue with our program. Same as what we did last week, we conducted a weekly task entitled Quick Talk. And just to mention, the TOK in Quick Talk means transfer of knowledge. We were inspired to use the TikTok app as our platform because we observed that lots of people, especially the youth, is engaging in using the app. With this, our participants will be able to share quick knowledge about proper social media usage and responsible online citizenship. Here is a model entry video that was made by our very own Miss Joanna Kate S. Lazaro, USC Manila Public Relations Officer.
Hi! Let me give you some tips on how to be a responsible netizen. First, make sure that all the information you will be sharing have valid sources. Don't spread fake news! Second, be careful when posting pictures of your friends. If you post a funny picture of your friend and tag them, think first, how will they feel? And think about how you will feel if they did the same thing to you. Third, disconnect from negativity. Feel free to unfriend and block those people who continually blast you with negativity and trolling. Fourth, connect with friends whom you feel safe. And lastly, number 5, show what you are proud of. Done something great? Post it, share it, let people know.
Don't spread fake news. Thank you very much for that, Ate. Thank you very much for that, Ate Kate. You are truly beautiful. She is really beautiful, guy, right, guys? In this light, we are excited to present to you our top 3 student winners with their quick talk videos.
Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Ever told on a nigga? Nope. Ever squeezed the trigger? Yep. Ever set a nigga up? No. Ever helped a brother out when he was down on his luck? You a sap? No. You a boss player? You a Mac? Yep. Let me hold a couple dollars. No. Y'all still be popping y'all collars? Yep. Stock rims on the scrape? No. Paint wetter than a lake? Yep. Poodle in my blood? No. Bitch, I'm a thug? Yep. You a loser? No. Winner? Yep. Starving? No. Dinner? Yep. You still sell dope? No. Now you clean it in the bar Dove soap? Yep. Got a little Gouda? No. Got a thumper, got a Ruger? Yep. You in love with the hoe? No. She bringing you the dough? Yeah.
Hey guys, here are the do's and don'ts for being a good digital citizen. Keep your comments positive, truthful, and polite. And online comments can even be more hurtful than a face-to-face insult, so don't say anything online you wouldn't say to someone's face. Don't believe everything you read on social media. Not everything is true. Instead, dig deeper and search for facts. Also, be careful not to share false news. Don't spend all your free time on social media. Sure, the internet can be fun, but don't forget that the real world, real people, and real happenings can provide a lot of lessons and experiences too. Sometimes, we get caught up on trying to achieve big things. We fail to notice the little things that give life its magic.
Hi! Today I'm gonna give you some ideas or tips on how to be a responsible online citizen. First is that avoid oversharing. Oversharing is like posting more of your privacy. Updating where you are, updating where you are going, who is with you, and many more can lead you to a lot of problems, especially security and safety problems. You are not obliged to post every second of your life just to be belong or inform the major of people. You don't? That's not your job. Second, make sure who you were talking online. It is totally fine to find friends online, but you must be very careful because most of them try to fake their pictures or give you wrong information about them just to be close with you, which is a big opportunity for them try to get information out of you or try to use you. Again, genuine trust is a must. Oh, 60 seconds. Bye.
That was very entertaining and informative. Congratulations to our Quick Talk weekly winners. I hope everyone would stay put for our raffle and other special video presentation later in the program. But before we proceed, we want to have a shout out for former Chief Justice Sereno and Attorney Chel
Hello po.
Jokno and Miss Sarah because they are watching right now. They are with us right now. So stay put. Later you will see them. Okay, now our first part of our second day raffle prizes. We would like to thank Smart for sponsoring our first ever Virtual Leadership Congress event.
When uncertainty is our reality, we rise above with the things that matter. Gigify happiness. Gigify love. Gigify friendship. Gigify dreams. Gigify hope. With smart Giga music, video, games, work, and stories, we let our passions run free in the new world we face together. Smart, live Giga.
Thank you very much, Smart. Thank you very much for sponsoring us. Now, before we summon our Wheel of Names, I am glad and excited to inform you that we now have 285 viewers in Facebook, 80 viewers in YouTube. Hello po! And in our CU community, we also have viewers. Hello po! Hello to everyone. Now, the names from the data registration form, which you filled in before entering the seminar, are your tickets to this raffle, in which you will win 300 and 500 pesos worth of load, 2 COVID health kits, 2 packages of rice and goods, a pocket Wi-Fi, and lastly, the luckiest student will win a Samsung tablet.
Okay, super swerte. Now, just to remind everyone to claim your prize, under 15 seconds, you have to screenshot your name, which was selected by the Wheel of Names, and send it to our official Facebook page, together with your phone number. Your prizes will be given to you and delivered to you after the Leadership Congress event. Okay? So now, for our first prize, which is the 300 pesos worth of load, let's see who will be chosen by our Wheel of Names.
Who will be our first lucky winner? Yay! I can see a lot of comments again.
Don't forget to screenshot your name, guys.
Yes.
Okay. Sana all swerte sa raffle. Okay, congratulations to Miss Nina Grace G. Kapiling. So please screenshot your name or for proof of winning. Yan.
And
Sana
send it to
or kung may nakakilala kay Miss Nina, paki-screenshot na lang. Ayan.
Yes, okay. So I hope you have screenshot your name already. Let's move on to the next raffle prize. This is the 500 pesos worth of load. So we will see who will be our winner. Let's go, Wheel of Names. I see a comment here. Sana all swerte sa raffle. Hindi totoo yan. Sana all na lang.
Today is the day daw, sabi ni G-Boy.
Don't worry guys, may day 3 pa tayo.
Oo nga.
Okay, congratulations Miss Stephanie D. Lontok. You are our 500 pesos load winner for today. Please screenshot your name and send it to our official Facebook page, CEU Manila University Student Council, together with your phone number so we can direct the load to you. Thank
That
you.
is right. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Now for our COVID health kits, let's see who will win. For our COVID health kits, we have a box of face masks, face shields, and a gallon of alcohol. This will be very helpful, especially now that we're under quarantine
Yes.
because of the pandemic. Wow. Congratulations to Miss Kyla M. Jose. Ayan, please screenshot your name so that we will know na ikaw talagang winner and send it to our Facebook page. Okay.
Congratulations. We have another round for COVID health kits. Let's see who will be our next winner. Yes. I see that.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to everyone who has won so far. Another winner, Miss Hillary Joy Q Villaruby. Congratulations, you are the COVID health kit winner. Congratulations po. Please screenshot
Sana
your name.
nanonood ka so you could screenshot your name.
And
Ayan.
at kung hindi ka po nanonood man ngayon, sana hindi naman. I hope your friends screenshot your name.
Yes.
Okay.
Now for our packages of rice and goods. Let's see who will win.
We have 2 rounds for this, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That is right, Pam.
And who will be our winner?
Congratulations, Miss Beatrice Louise A. Enquinas. I don't know how to pronounce your surname, pero congratulations sa'yo. Sana ma-screenshot mo yung name mo so you could claim your prize. Ayan. Again, your prizes will be delivered to you after the LC event.
Yes, okay, so we will have our last round of raffle before we proceed. We will have a second part later, so stay tuned for that, guys. Okay, let's see who will be our next winner.
All right.
Okay. Congratulations. Flores kasi. Okay, congratulations Ronald Charles V. Flores. Congratulations.
Kakabahan na ako
Akala ni
dapat
Ate Mikay siya ang winner.
Kaso bawal.
Okay,
Okay, congratulations, Mr.
congratulations.
Ronald. Okay, I hope you could screenshot your name or your friends could screenshot your name so that you could claim your prize. All right. Once again, congratulations to our Leadership Congress second day raffle winners. The last 2 major prizes for our raffle, which is the Pocket Wi-Fi and the Samsung tablet, will be awarded later, so stay put.
Yes, your prizes will be given to you at the end of our Leadership Congress event. Please message us directly at our official Facebook page, CE Manila University Student Council, and wait for further instructions. Moving forward, I believe we have a surprise presentation for everyone. You see, guys, last August 14, 2019, that was last year, a trio was born for the celebration of the 112th founding anniversary of CEU. I know that you have heard them sing, and we are honored because they are also student leaders. Our next performance is a perfect song to express our gratitude to everyone watching because you are the reason for this Congress that we have right now. Everyone, please give your cheers for the USC Manila Trio.
There goes my heart beating, 'cause you are the reason I'm losing my sleep. Please come back now. There goes my mind racing, and you are the reason that I'm still breathing. I'm hopeless now.
I climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken.
Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason. There goes my hand shaking, and you are the reason. My heart keeps bleeding. I need you now. If I could turn back the clock, I'd make sure the light defeated the dark. Spend every hour of every day keeping you safe. I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason. I don't wanna fight no more. I don't wanna hurt no more. I don't wanna cry no more. Come back, I need you to hold me closer now. Just a little closer now. Come on closer. I need you to hold me tonight.
I've climbed every mountain and swim every ocean
Just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason.
Thank you very much to our very own USC trio. Indeed, that was a very touching performance. As Colarians, you are the reason why we continue to strive. So thank you very much for your love and for your support. Okay, now to continue. Last year, we had our Leadership Congress, ang Panday Series Bakal. And I'm sure that most of our second and third year student leaders must have witnessed the great experience it brought and gained extra knowledge about leadership, which were given by the help of our guest speakers. Okay, now we are glad to inform you guys that we received a special message from our last year Leadership Congress speakers, former Chief Justice Sereno and Attorney Chel Jokno.
And Ate Mikay, we also received a special message from the Kabataan Party List representative, Ms. Sara Elago. So thank you very much po, and I hope your message will reach our students.
Magandang umaga sa lahat ng mga taga-Sentro Escolar University, lalong-lalo na ang mga namumuno sa inyong University Student Council, hindi lamang dito sa Manila, kundi pati sa Makati at sa Malolos, pagkat napakaganda ng inyong adhikain. Alam ko na itong inyong Annual Congress na ginaganap ngayon upang pagtibayin ang inyong mga adhikain na mapalaganap ang kahusayan ng mga mag-aaral, hindi lamang para sa kanilang mga klase, ngunit upang ihanda ang kanilang magiging katungkulan sa kinabukasan bilang mga leader ng ating bansa, komunidad, at ng ating iba't ibang mga organisasyon. Nakakatuwa na ang CEU, University Student Council, ay hindi lamang tumitingin sa kung ano ang magpapalaganap sa kanilang mga karera sa kinabukasan, ngunit kung paano sila tunay na makaaambag sa pagbuo ng isang bansang malaya at kung saan may kaganapan ang kapayapaan at katarungan. Nakakatuwa na kinikilala nyo na hindi lamang pang millennial, kundi ngayon ay panahon na ng Generation Z, kung saan ang sinasabi nyong kailangang versatile at ardent leadership ay lalong matindi dahil ang mga panahon ay sinasabi nyo na ngayon ay uncharted at uncertain. Bilang naging punong mahistrado sa Korte Suprema, nais kong ipakilala sa inyo ang isang konsepto na hindi naman kailangang katakutan ang kinabukasan, kundi kailangang harapin ito na may pag-asa at may kasiguraduhan na magiging maganda ang ating kinabukasan pagkat nakatutok ang ating pundasyon sa tamang direksyon. Ano ang ibig sabihin ko? Alam kong nililito kayo ngayon ng napakadaming mga bagay na dulot ng internet. Ngunit ang kailangan nyong pag-isipan ay hindi naman dapat na ang kalagayan ng isang kabataan ay kalituhan, kundi kasiguraduhan na may tama at mali, na may mga prinsipyong hindi nagbabago anumang sitwasyon ang ating hinaharap. Halimbawa po, ang prinsipyo ng katotohanan. Walang lipunan ang maaring maging masaya ang mga tao at maging buhay ang ating humanity at makikilala natin ang sarili kung lagi na lang tayong nagkukubli sa kasinungalingan at nililito ang sarili natin sa mga fake news. So ang isang tunay na pundasyon ng ating lipunan ay ang katotohanan. At alam kong dahil kayo ay mga kabataan, mahalagang mahalaga ang katotohanan na ito. Kaya't kailangan niyong ipaglaban na hindi lamang sa inyong mga kabarkadahan at pag-uusap sa eskwelahan ay hihingi kayo na katotohanan lagi ang batayan, ngunit pati na rin ang mga nanunungkulan na nakatatanda sa inyo. Hindi lamang sa inyong mga eskwelahan, kundi sa lipunan, gaya ng ating mga political leaders at ang mga leaders natin sa iba't ibang sangay ng gobyerno, ay laging magsabi ng totoo. Halimbawa po, nakikita nyo ngayon ang nangyayari sa Kongreso. Alam kong marami sa inyo ay nabigla na ang mga tinatawag nating kagalang-galang ay maaring mag-away na lamang ng ganun sa publiko at parang ang naririnig natin ay ang pinag-aawayan nila ay ang alokasyon ng mga pera para sa kanilang mga distrito. Nakalulungkot na ganun ang inyong nakikita. Alam kong ang katotohanan na nasa loob ng mga kabataan ay mali ito. Tama po kayo, mali na ganun ang nakikita nating pag-aaway sa Kongreso pagkat ang dapat ay ang katotohanan ay ang katungkulan ng Kongreso ay ipaglaban ang karapatan, ang kabutihan ng mga maliliit at hindi ang kanilang mga personal na interes. Kaya una niyong ipaglaban ang katotohanan na may pandayan tayo sa lipunan. At ang pandayan ng lipunan natin ay ang konstitusyon. At ang konstitusyon natin ay sinasaad na dapat ang maliliit ang unahin sa lipunang Pilipino. Alam ko pong ayaw nyo ng hindi makatarungang lipunan. At ang lipunang hindi makatarungan ay ang lipunang nanggigipit sa maliliit at hindi binibigyan sila ng karapatan na umangat sa kanilang mga buhay. At alam ko rin pong naiintindihan nyo ang katotohanan na pag ang kapangyarihan ay hindi natin binigyan ng hangganan kung saan nagkakaroon na tayo ng diktadurya, alam po natin ang mangyayari dyan ay magiging absolute ang power at ang absolute power ay inaabuso. Kaya't may mga hangganan po ang konstitusyon natin kung saan may mga checks and balances, kung saan ang presidente ay hindi maaring magmalabis, independente ang Kongreso sa kanya, gagawa sila ng mga panukalang batas at batas eventually kung saan ang presidente ay kailangang sumunod. Ang Korte Suprema naman at ang buong hudikatura ay magche-check kung labis nga ang paggamit ng kapangyarihan ng lahat ng sangay ng gobyerno. Ngunit ang nangyayari ay hindi na nakikita ng ating mga kababayan na hinahanap ng ating mga sangay ng gobyerno ang tamang landas ng pamumuno, kundi parang ang kapangyarihan na lamang, ang political power at ang pera ang nananaig. Paano na ang maliliit? Kaya tinatawagan ko kayo mga kabataan ng Central Escolar University, University Student Council lalo na at ang mga liderato at mga organisasyon na kaanib nito at lahat ng mga kabataang Pilipino. Panahon na upang baguhin natin ang power dynamics ng Pilipinas. Mula sa konsepto na lagi na lang sa tuktok nanggagaling ang direksyon ng bayan, ibalik natin sa dalawang landas. Ang landas ng tama na alam natin nanggagaling sa Diyos at ang pagkakaunawa natin sa kabutihan na gusto ng Diyos na ating tahakin at innate na sa ating Pilipino ang pagkapaniwala sa poong may kapal na panay kabutihan lamang ang gusto. At ang pangalawang landas ay ang landas ng konstitusyon na gusto lamang na may pagkapantay-pantay sa lipunan, lalo na sa maliliit, na bigyan ng lahat ng oportunidad at hindi ginigipit ang mga citizens na nagsasabi ng mga kuro-kuro nila at maaring namimintas sa ibang polisiya ng gobyerno. Hindi po yan ang demokrasya na nangyayari na ang mga tao ay gano'n na lamang ipit-ipitin. Kinakailangan pong kilalanin na ang bawat Pilipino ay may dignidad, may mga opinyon na kailangang igalang pagkat bawat isa ay mahalaga. Hindi po nasa poder ng kapangyarihan ang lahat ng katilinuhan sa bansa. At hindi po tama na iniisip nila na sila lamang ay mga makakaisip ng solusyon para sa mga sitwasyon ng problema ng lipunang Pilipino. Mahalaga at sinasaad ng konstitusyon na lahat ng sangay, lahat ng sektor ng Pilipinas ay kailangang kabahagi sa isang national conversation kung ano ang direksyon natin sa lahat ng policies na nakakaapekto sa pamilya at sa environment at sa lahat ng policies na makakaapekto sa kabuhayan natin. At lalong-lalo na ine-emphasize ng Constitution ang vital role ng youth sa nation building. At kung titingnan niyo po ang Youth in Nation Building Act, hinihimok ang lahat at dinedemand sa gobyerno na bigyan ng pondo ang youth leadership development, ang participation ng lahat ng mga kabataan pagkat kaninong kinabukasan ba ang nakalaan kung magkamali ang gobyerno at ang rest of society sa direksyon na tinatahak natin. Hindi po ba ang sitwasyon ng mga kabataan ang mapepeligro? Kaya't mga kabataan ng CEU, huwag niyong isipin na masyado kayong bata upang makilahok sa usaping lipunan. Ngayon pa lang ay sabihin niyo ng mali, kung nakikita niyong mali, sabihin niyo ng right niyo ang quality education, right sa high school at sa elementary na bigyan ng free quality education at sabihin niyo na gusto niyo po ng oportunidad na umunlad ang inyong buhay sa isang mabuting paraan. Tutulan ang mali, ipaglaban ang tama. Huwag payagan na maging mapang-api, malupit at marahas ang ating pamahalaan pagkat tandaan po natin, temporary power holders lang ang lahat ng nasa gobyerno ngayon. Hindi po sila hari. Walang hari sa Pilipinas. At hindi po natin nakikilala ang abusive paraan ng gobyerno. So, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Congratulations, Student Council. Ang ganda-ganda ng inyong Congress, Leadership Development Congress ngayon. Mabuhay kayo! Congratulations! At naway dumami pa ang mga kabataang Pilipino na gaya ng mga estudyante ng CEU. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas! Mabuhay ang batang Pilipino!
Congratulations to the new set of officers of the CEU Student Councils. You are never too young to know what is right. You are never too young to speak the truth to power. And you are never too young to be a leader who will empower others and who will serve others. My dad once said that to build our nation, we must have not only a national consciousness, but also a national conscience. Sana kayo na ang maging konsyensya ng bayan. Again, congratulations to all of you.
Isang makabayan na pagbati, I'm Sarah Elago from Kabataan Party List. Congratulations to all of you and to the new set of leaders of CEU. Cheers for conducting this Leadership Congress as an opportunity to raise awareness, capacity building, and to inspire action on the present issues and challenges concerning the students. Your voices as students who are full of vigor, energy, and creativity are significant in informing and educating the public about our experiences and our efforts to contribute for the best possible now and an even better tomorrow. Nakita po natin yan ngayon na sa pagpapanawagan natin ng ligtas at legalidad na balik eskwela, sinulong ng mga estudyante kasama ng mga guro, ng mga opisyal ng paaralan ang pagkakaroon ng provision para sa tulong sa internet connectivity o kaya naman sa gadgets o pagtiyak na sa lahat ng ito maipagtatanggol natin at mapapagpatuloy ang pag-aaral ng ating mga bata at kabataan at gayon din ang karapatan sa edukasyon ay natitiyak sa gitna ng pandemya. Habang tuloy-tuloy ang pagtutulak natin ng komprehensibo at epektibo na pangkabuang tugon sa pandemya. Your voices as students are built on the victories and long-fought struggles of student and people's movement for the right to quality and accessible education, students' rights and welfare, academic freedom, as well as human rights, peace, justice, good governance, gender equality, climate, and sovereignty. Your voices, your united voice, can shape our future. Ang boses niyo po sa lahat ng ito ay makakapaghubog hindi lang ng ating kinabukasan, kundi ng pinakamainam na ngayon. You have the ability to make a difference. Raise your voice with and alongside the various stakeholders in your school, for the people, for the marginalized and underrepresented sectors, from the urban poor, farmers, fisher folk, workers, and national minorities. Napakahalaga na ginagampanan na papel ng mga estudyante, kabataan, para maibahagi sa mas marami pa ang boses na hindi pa natin gaano naririnig ng mga sektor sa ating lipunan. We must also protect our voice, and together we must defend the voice of the students in shaping the best possible present and future. Ang boses na ito ay napakahalaga, kaya kinakailangan na tayo rin ay magsama-sama na linawin, palakasin, at systematic na maipaabot ang ating mga aspirations, ang ating mga rekomendasyon sa mga tao sa kapangyarihan na hindi lang po sa loob ng eskwelahan kung saan kinakailangan tayong mag-build upon the spirit of collaboration and empowerment. Ang ngunit na gayon din, kayo kapilang parte ng ating komunidad. You can be seen and heard, you must be seen and heard. Dahil may karapatan tayo na mag-akto o kumilos para sa ninanais natin at pinapangarap natin na mga programa, mga proyekto na makaka-apekto hindi lang sa ating sariling kinabukasan, kundi sa kinabukasan ng ating bansa. Kinabukasan kung saan lahat tayo ay hindi lamang may boses, kundi wala talagang naiiwan pagdating sa paggamit ng maganda at sente na pamumuhay. When we celebrated the Youth Day worldwide, we spoke of concerns and the pressing need to enable the youth to meaningfully take part in various issues concerning us, the youth and students, and to protect our right to raise our voices and hold power to account. Lahat po yan ay magpapatuloy hanggang ngayong Nobyembre. Magsama-sama tayo muli sa pangalawang observance ng National Students Day dito sa bansa. Alam natin, marami sa inyo nakakasama na natin sa mga nakaraang International Students Day. Pero naging tagumpay nitong nakaraang 17th Congress na naipasa po natin ang batas para sa isang araw ng mga estudyante tuwing ika-17 ng Nobyembre. So, November 17 this year, magsama-sama tayo muli sa pagdiriwang ng National Students Day. Students must be part of all aspects of the pandemic response and recovery plan, especially for health, education, and the prospects of employment. Sa loob ng ating mga paaralan, kinakailangan ang aktibo lagi ng mga dialogo, pag-uusap para tignan kung paano pa mapapaunlad ang pagtulong natin sa bawat isa. And as we work to build back better, always remember that we are stronger when we are together. Magsama-sama po tayo, magtulungan, at iyakin natin na tayo ay sama-sama nababangon mula sa kinakaharap natin ngayon na pandemya. We can make it, we must. Stay healthy and stay hopeful. Muli, pagbati sa mga bagong leader estudyante ng CEU, sulong sa makabuluhang paglilingkod. Maraming salamat sa inyo.
Thank you very much po for all those special messages po. We really do appreciate your advocacy, service, love, and care for our fellow Filipino citizens, especially the youth. Let us all continue to fight and touch the lives of Filipino people in our own ways. Let us all register to vote in the 2022 elections. Okay? Mabuhay ang kabataang Pilipino! Thank you
very
po.
much. Okay, to give us her closing remarks, may we call on the Coordinator, Student Affairs and Services Section, and the University Student Council Malolos Advisor, Ms. Lian Marie B. Diola.
To our President and Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Maria Cristina D. Padolina, to the Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Carlito B. Olaer, to our resource speaker, Dr. Leandro Loyola, to our distinguished guests, members of the AC, deans, program heads, advisors, and student leaders, a warm afternoon to all of you. First, we want to thank you for joining us in the second part of this 3-day Leadership Congress. We would also like to thank Dr. Loyola for inspiring not just the students, but the young at heart, the advisors, with the things that you have shared. But before we formally end today's seminar, let us ponder on some points of reflection. Maybe some of you are familiar with the parable of the sower. It is about a sower who scattered seeds in different types of soils. The first type was hard, and the seed could not sprout or grow at all, and instantly was snatched up. The second type was rocky. The seed began to grow. However, it could not grow deep roots and eventually got withered by the sun. The third type of ground was thorny, but even the seed could plant and grow, it could not compete with the numbers of thorns that overtook it. And last was the good soil that allowed the seed to plant deep, grow strong, and produce fruit. Imagine, as leaders, you are the sowers, and your goals and members are the seeds. Now, what kind of soil do you want to cultivate? Is it a hard soil where there is lack of support for the growth of your goals and members? Is it a rocky soil where there is no inspiration, trust, or encouragement? Is it a soil full of thorns where growth is very visible, but because of factors that we fail to weed out or we fail to address, mitigated the strength of our goals and members? Or is it a good soil, which is nourished by motivation, appreciation, respect, and where there is enough space to grow? As leaders, it is your duty to prepare not just yourselves, but at the same time, to choose the way on how you will lead. Just like what Sir Loyola said earlier, you leaders model the way. As leaders, You are blessed with tools such as trainings, charisma, visions, roles, and your voice. Be responsible. Use wisely these tools to help you in shaping your plans to attain your goals, as well as in helping your members grow. As Jack Welch, a famous CEO, once said, and I quote, "Before you are a leader, success is all about growing yourself. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others." We hope that you use the power bestowed on you to influence and empower others and to inspire them with your passion. Now ask yourself, what type of soil am I cultivating? Are my goals and members grow in that soil I am providing? What legacy do I want to leave? With that, we hope you'll carry out all the things that you have learned for 2 Saturdays. And we hope to see you again on the last day of this Leadership Congress. Thank you, and again, good afternoon.
It is our duty to choose the way on how we lead. That was so beautiful. Thank you very much, Miss Leah and Giola, for that wonderful remark. Let us give her a warm round of applause. Thank you
Yes.
very much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, Pam. I remember on the second day of our Congress, I know everyone is already missing the physical presence of one
Yeah.
another. And despite our present circumstances, I still highly encourage the whole student body to support all the forthcoming events of the university, which is the Quality Awards, the Lessons and Carols, spearheaded by the Presidential Committee on Culture and the Arts on December 7, 2020. Make sure to spread your love and good vibes to these activities, as well as how you support the whole Leadership Congress.
Yes, and as promised, we will now be continuing the last part of our raffle, which contains our grand prizes, the pocket Wi-Fi and the Samsung tablet. Okay.
Okay, let's go. Again, the same rule applies. Before 15 seconds, you have to screenshot your name as a proof of winning in our raffle. After the seminar, you may send your screenshot phone number on our official Facebook page. Let's see
Yes.
who
Who
will
will be?
win the pocket Wi-Fi. All right. Ang swerte ng mananalo ng pocket Wi-Fi. Actually, lahat ng nanalo sa
Talaga
atin
nga
ngayon,
naman.
napakaswerte.
True. And we are also very lucky to hear all those special messages together with Dr.
Yes.
Loyola's talk a while ago. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, I think Miss Kyla won
Congr-
already. Ayan.
Um,
Okay. Disregarded daw po kasi si Miss Kyla ay naka-receive na ng award niya kanina. So yun pala guys. If your name is is already chosen na from our wheel of names, we will give chance to others naman, okay?
yes.
Again, for our pocket
Syempre.
Wi-Fi, who will win this time for our second day raffle? Nagrereklamo yun. Bakit daw sila hindi pa napili? Okay, let's see.
Sana all doble.
All right, congratulations to Ms. Erica Marie C. Buen Camino. Okay, thank you.
Congratulations.
All right, congratulations.
Of course, for our last and grand prize for today, for the second day of our raffle, we have the Samsung tablet. So who will be our winner? Who will be the luckiest winner for today? Come on.
Sana all daw napipili. Index card naman daw next time. Okay, so swertihin din kayo guys. Alright.
I-attract lang natin. Congratulations, Patricia A. Sabino. You are the luckiest student today. Congratulations.
All right, congratulations to our second day raffle winners. Again, screenshot your
Please
name
screenshot your names.
so you could send it to our official Facebook page, CEU Manila University Student Council.
Yes, congratulations again, everyone. We would like to inform our viewers that the evaluation forms for this event will be posted right after the end of this live, and you can also see it in our comment section. Please do fill out the form and let us know your thoughts more. Okay, to officially end the second day of the Leadership Congress 2020, Day 2, let us all sing the CEU hymn to be led by the CEU Singers Malolos.
All right, thank you, Escalarians, for participating on the second day of our Congress, dignifying the new normal soil, shaping online influence and leadership.
We hope we could be with you guys on our third and last Saturday seminar on October 24, 2020, where we partnered with our CU Makati officers. Once again, I am Pamela Gracie Corpus.
And I am Micaela Alisa V. Flores, saying mabuhay ka!
Mahal naming pamantasan.
See you next
Saturday, guys!
Thank you, everyone!
Thank you po!
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Congratulations, guys. We did it again.
See you next Saturday. See you next Saturday.
So happy. So happy.
Thank you,
I
see you,
saw earlier.
Thank you, CEU Malolo.